And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have the Ascension League beginning here. So we are going to be starting off here on our first stream on Ascension, as it will be the finals of our little, pre-league tournament. As we'll be having Team Sin and CG United. So as you see in the map bands, they will be playing Oregon, Club, and Villa in that order. As Team Sin will be, I believe, defending all these maps, if I'm not wrong. I have no idea how they decided the maps here, but yeah, Oregon, Club, and Villa. As you just saw earlier, both these teams did play Club, so it's good that they did go back to that map, because Team Sin got a 7-0, and CG9 I think was a 7-4 as well. So probably two, strong teams on a strong map, and hopefully that's a good turnout there. But let's head over to our pre-game interview here, and here are basically our trio cast, as you call it. DiGiorno, Tar, we're all here. So what's up, guys?
What's up? Hello?
Yeah. So how's everyone doing today on this wonderful trio cast that we're having going on here?
I'm alright.
I'm
I'm
doing lovely.
excited. I'm excited.
So yeah, so we have basically Tari here. He's watching through Discord with me, and then we have DiGiorno here, going to be our live basic spectator. He'll be commentating a little bit with me and Tari as well. Tari might be a little behind or iffy because of the all the stream stuff going on, but we will try to give you guys the best experience. So welcome to Ascension. We are your three NA casters, not including right now Escargo and Binks, who you guys will see later this year. So let's get underway to Journal if they're good to go.
We ready? Alright.
I'm good to go. So we're going to head down and see if they're good to go.
Oh, I started it.
Okay, and the game is going.
Sorry, that's my fault.
So, on this wonderful day, Team Sin, CG United are going head to head. I believe map one here will be Oregon, so it's going to be a kind of an eventful game, I will say. It's Oregon. The bands you expect here might be an Ace, probably a Thatcher maybe. What do you think, Tari and Juro?
I
I
would
think
be very
Sasher.
surprised if Thatcher escaped the ban phase.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely an operator that I think is going to get targeted really easily. He's probably the most useful in Oregon, and there he goes. He's probably the most useful in Oregon because there's areas that you just simply can't deny without a Thatcher, without some crazy grenades or just some really heads up play. Maverick is also another big ban that I might follow up, but if a Maverick ban comes out, it's going to be a long and arduous game for the attacking side.
Well, I know a lot of teams when they play this map, they like to run a double hard breach, especially going downstairs. They run the Mav, maybe a Thermite, Mav, maybe a Habana, and that's usually what they do on a Organ usually for downstairs.
I'll be a Jackal ban instead.
You got to think about it. Isn't downstairs, I believe now, probably the strongest site here on Oregon, I would think.
The
Certainly.
one thing of note for the downstairs site, if you know a lot of teams, the basement is the shield meta. On this map, you always see a ton of shields,
Mm-hmm.
deployable shields on the basement site. But with the nerf to Jaeger and Wamai losing his shield, we'll probably see less shields and the basement of Oregon become less viable because there's less shields that you normally would see coming out on this basement.
New meta, am I wrong?
Defense.
Speaking of shields, Echo, who recently got his shield back, is getting taken off the board. His nerf recently, well, his change rather, was that his drones are no longer invisible. In fact, they just stay as they are. They never go invisible, but he does get his shield back. And I believe that raises the skill gap of Echo players a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just going to get taken out here. So either they aren't aware of the changes or they don't want to play against the changes. And then the Cade ban also to follow up.
And these are, pretty typical bans, except for the Echo, because not many people used to ban Echo due to the soft ban in most leagues. But now that he, is taken out of
Got
that,
nerfed.
yeah, so now he's back in the playlist. You're gonna probably see the Echo bans a lot more now in ranked, comp, casual, even unranked. So Echo is going to be a lot different now. But I mean, that nerf to his drones. I mean, I don't think they need to do that. I don't think it was necessary to do so.
I think he needed a change. I think they might have jumped the gun a little bit. We'll see how it plays out, but I know a lot of teams were really happy that they didn't have to ban Echo anymore. They could just focus on, a few select operators. If you take out an operator like Maestro, for example, there's no more late game plant denial that like you really have to worry about, at least in the form of like long range.
Hmm.
I mean, smoke, nitro cells, all those things. You have to stick your head out and toss something to try to deny plant.
Yes, sir.
Echo and Maestro don't really need to do that. We do see a Maestro coming out here, and it'll actually be a first, second floor defense first and foremost.
I have gotten word from Team Sin that Zarnok, right there, the Warden, well, he was AFK, so the Warden was an AFK pick. Um, and something of note, Kev's sticks picked off of a smoke onto a Wamai, so it seems like they really wanted the Wamai over the smoke, which you usually see a smoke because he's very strong, especially in the late round.
Hmm.
Um,
I mean, if you think
so it's
about
just
it,
curious to see why.
well, if you think about, I mean, the smoke has a shield, and I mean, well, mine doesn't have a shield anymore. People know that, but I mean, having the warden and luckily the rando pick gives them a shield, basically just fixes that. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Warden has actually, if any of y'all have been watching Pro League somewhat recently, Warden has seen an increase in his pick rate because of Ace and his smokes and how commonly Ace is picked.
hmm
Um, you usually now in the new meta you see a lot of smoke plants coming out from teams, so a Warden is really good at denying the smoke plant.
agreed. And I believe we have. So I might have to fix my my volume level because the game audio for me is really low. So I'll have to probably fix that after this round when we do have a little
I'm gonna really
pause.
quickly,
It could be from my end as well because I did turn it down one day,
Oh, very good.
so it
really
could be
quickly, I want
me.
to point out the Iana pick.
Oh,
Uh,
Iana.
Iana's not an operator you see a lot. There's some teams that really like her. There's teams that never touch her,
Hmm.
and she's gonna be bringing grenades here. In fact, she's gonna be one of the primary sources of explosives other than Ash.
I mean, I really get rid of that shield other than the Ash if they do go up top. But they are gonna start
She actually,
clearing bottom, which is kind of weird there for that Iana. I don't know what she's doing downstairs. As I think they most are on site though.
I think that they had intel of the Jaeger roaming down there. As Gills is on top freezer, I don't think he knows that the Iana is pushing him from below.
Hmm.
this could be really dangerous here.
She does have that
Because he is
Especially the
caught.
opening pick.
she does have the Ghost Recon camo as he will get the flank and we'll get the kill on the gills now. And probably will go up that back stairway there. But might go for that frag from below, the timing frag. Will go, did miss, but there will be a refrag from Maestro now onto Myth. Maestro here doing works on the Ash, not going to lower her down to almost 25. As it will be Yellow here holding it down in Attic. Gonna be watching it from Ace, not going to hit the head there of the Warden. But there's going to be damage being done as Mew's going to go for the swing, going to hit the Yana clone. But Ace now down to about 5 health, going to go for the swing in to go for the plant, but going to be denied by Fate now. Double kill there from Fate, and maybe a triple now from the Maestro. Can he get a fourth? Can he get a fifth? Because they all are stacked up. But there's going to be the wide swing there. Astarna's going to get Colts as he will down the Mute, though. Leave him in a 3v1 and 1 Habana with one plan. We'll go for the wide swing. We'll take out the top frag Fate now. 1v3. The Mute did get the rev. We're going to go for the swing, but the pre-fires out from the Wamai. Going to get the kill. So, first round there. I think in favor of Team Sin. Am I wrong?
Yeah, Team Sin. It was a good round from them. They, despite losing the opening engagement, Fate was able to bring it back pretty quickly, taking out Myth on the Nomad, I believe, and getting 2 more picks, taking out the Ace, and I believe the Ash. I'm not too certain on who the other one was, but he got a triple kill that round. So it's exciting plays to see from Fate on the Maestro. Alda does go
My
burr, so
Maestro was completely uncontested. He's peeked his head out and just peeked trophy doorway. I don't understand what the thought process there was of just players stacking up in trophy doorway
Mm-hmm.
and not doing anything. I mean, he nearly killed Ash. killed Ace. I believe it was Ace. He
I
he
believe
lit
so.
someone up. Yeah.
It was the
Why are there
Ash.
so many people there when like they're not pushing?
Yeah, I
They're
think they
simply
were trying to
stacking up
execute
for no
it.
reason.
They didn't execute that very well. I mean, they had that game's wall that you probably want to get. The smokes were not thrown well, I believe, by the ace. I believe they're trying to smoke plant. They didn't smoke plant off the basically the cover that they needed to get to default. So ended up he tried to swing that and he did have 5 HP and sadly the hard breacher got slammed by the maestro trying to go around there.
Something I notice a lot with Oregon in general is, and this goes for a lot of maps as well, is that you really want control from two different locations. That way you can set up a crossfire. And in that situation, they had Trophy and they had the game's wall. And that's really weak because the crossfires you hold there don't really cover much unless you can get that man stranded by the foosball table. And in this situation, they got the man stranded in the foosball table only after everyone else was dead. And so
Exactly.
there's no one to hold the crossfire.
Exactly. And yeah, that was. I think it was just they had a good plan. It was just very poor execution.
Hmm.
And then there's also a good retake there as well by Team Sin. Trying to
Yeah,
understand what that
it
was.
was very curious as to why they didn't push Attic. I'm sure they had intel on the Wamai playing there, but I think if they pushed Attic, they could have cleared out the Wamai and then applied more pressure onto the Maestro from different angles, so that the Maestro had to watch 3 angles instead of just 2.
Hmm. I mean, yeah, I mean they could have went for Attic, but they literally did nothing to Attic, which they could have did. And I'm getting notifications on my PS4, make me very angry. I gotta turn those off real quick. They're having a whole conversation. I'm just like, wow. So I may turn those off real quick after this round, so we don't get those
It's like
again.
CG very quickly getting into meeting and opening up the hatch.
Completely negating this mirror's control from the electric room here. This is going to be crucial if they want to take bunker control.
I mean, they're not being
Lots of
afraid.
flashes going in there.
It's like Gills will be full blinded and completely abandon Pillar, so Pillar control pretty much goes to CG, not completely. And Yellow takes out Fate there. And Smith ingresses into Pillar.
Iana's clone was all the way by the Mira in the closet, and it was completely uncontested. Like, no one tried to stop that clone. That makes me think that there may be a plant coming out very soon. But as I say that, someone will pick up a kill. That'll be the Jaeger of Gliss onto Myth.
Gliss Gills. Good old Jaeger of
Something
I
of
Gills.
keep
note
calling
here
him Gliss.
You always call him
is
Gliss. I mean, he's
Team
glissing right
Sin
now
did
with those
not
kills.
reinforce this left side wall here, which usually you would see here. And a plant coming out from Jick here should get denied, and it does by Gills. Gills able to take out the ace. And Zarnak able to take out Yellow, so now 3v2 in favor of Team Sin. And Zarnak able to take out Klotz, and very quickly this round turns in favor of Team Sin. It's all up to dark on the Havana here.
He does here. We're gonna go for the swing.
But nope, Zarnak able to finish him off.
That was the Zofia was really the main coverage point for CG there. Prone in bunker, holding the not only the doorway but also the cross.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Zofia was so low health that she got swung, lost the gunfight, and then all was lost as the plant also got denied, and it kind of fell apart from there.
I mean, that was some pretty poor coverage. I mean, if you're gonna go for that plant, I mean, you have basically a 4v4. All you need to do is put a guy inside watching, basically the planner. Another one on pillar watching laundry. Put another one watching, um, what's it called? Freezer. That's all you have to do, because they're all on that side. You just clear it out, and no one's gonna fake. No one's gonna go on the flank. I mean, they had it. All they had to do was just cover the plant for about 7 seconds, and
Yeah,
they didn't do
CG had that map control to get that plant down, but that was a pretty good retake from Team Sin to retake. They took out the Zofia, and then they were able to retake supply and take out the planter, and it was all downhill from there after
Yeah.
they killed the Zov.
I mean, I think the Self was trying to go on the backside, was she not? Trying to get some backside pressure, but it did end up
Yeah, she was
failing.
going to L to try and cover the cross from laundry into supply,
Mm-hmm.
or from freezer into the hallway, but she was solo HP, like Terry said. that she just got taken out, and they were able to cross freely and take out the ace.
Yeah, that was kind of a poor effort on the on
This
the
is
backside, I will say.
this is something reminiscent of, I believe, CG's game on Clubhouse, in the semifinals, where their attacks were super sloppy, super duper sloppy. They barely scraped by 2 wins on Clubhouse attack, which is to be expected, but when you consider how sloppy they were and how close those rounds really came to a defense win, CG's attacks need a lot of work. And on Oregon, a historically defender-sided map,
Hmm.
you're going to have a tough time, especially with
Yeah.
these bans.
Well, with that rework, I mean, upstairs now, it makes it a little more difficult because the only ways to really get into the site are either trophy, uh, master, or attic, and I mean that's kind of all you have. I mean, you can't really get into big window because big window is a death trap. You can get shot from kids from 90 dorms. But speaking of
Ooh.
90
What?
dorms, the Jaeger will be taken out, as I believe it's in sight. Will be yellow already.
Well, they are
The
meeting,
site
Oh,
is
sorry,
so
sorry. The site is
downstairs,
downstairs.
so they cleared out the roam game now.
Yeah, they do have top control now. All they have to do is start getting to work with that with those breeze charges there.
Only one player upstairs, and with all this utility that was invested, I can't help but feel that there might have been a second player. Would have been super beneficial up here.
I mean, the Smoke's looking for a head. He's going to get the feet maybe of the Habana, but Habana here could get going. As there's an Ash going to do some work there onto the Smoke and not going to down him as we are going to get a little server lag there.
Yeah, Cad's just getting away from that and doing a lot of damage to Habana. That'll be very crucial late round, especially if Habana attempts a plant with Maestro on the board.
I mean, they are going to take that shield out, I believe, for that Smoke. So now Smoke is just in a fetal position. They're going to hold his
tough
corner
spot.
down.
And he's kind of stuck in this corner.
Yeah, they do have that upstairs presence is very, very strong there. But they got to remember they do have a time limit as there is a minute and 5 left, and there's still 4 guys left in that fence, but they are trying to get that Smoke out there. Smoke is a key op because he will finally get the kill,
Smoke.
and the Ash will still be up. So now the 5v3 swing with 50 seconds, they could clear off a plant site, but they have to get going. Smoke going
Mute's
for
all the way down in the basement. He seems to be rotating to who knows where. Seems to be lobby at this point.
They are going to go
Meanwhile,
for
looks like the
plant.
Execute's going to come out with a myth, going for the plant. Maestro doesn't seem to be on his drones. In fact, he'll get picked off as Tyler's going to come through zigzag. He's looking to make a play here, catch some players off guard, but no, he'll give away his position and nothing for it. 2v5 now, 30 seconds left. This is not looking good.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Unfortunate there.
He was not looking for that angle.
The holographic site just completely blocked his view.
Now Tyler just on the run. He's just playing for the KD at this point. Oh.
He gets stuck in an air jab.
Just keep on running.
Yeah, he's playing for the KD at this point.
Just keep on running, but there's gonna be a Habana on the rotate, so that'll be a flawless round. So 3-0 in favor of Sin. Yeah, Dark was
That was a much better attack from CG. They were able to clear out the roamer pretty quickly and just immediately start tearing up the floor.
2-1.
With the help of the Smoke, of course, from below, who was helping them tear out the floor even more with his shotgun.
I mean, they were doing work on that floor, were they not? I mean, Jesus. That floor was getting destroyed.
Smoke really fought back. Honestly, I think the real MVP that round, even though they lost, was Kev's just fighting back with the Smoke, dealing so much damage and persisting for so long. I am absolutely impressed with how well he managed to do, fighting such a hard fight for so long.
Mm-hmm.
I do think he could have got out of there and played a little bit more safely, especially because he has such an important role as Smoke. But it can't be underestimated just how much work he put in, even though none of it showed up on the scoreboard. He got a down and lit up 2 players.
Very true. Oh. I mean, where they going here, Caster?
Looks like it's going to be second floors. They're going to repeat the cycle, correct?
Probably, because it's 2-1 actually. Not, I said 3-0. It's actually 2-1 as CG did take that last round there. But I mean, the third site on Oregon is always a iffy rotation. I mean, the third site
It's
is
a
Yeah,
always
you
tough.
50-50.
you get your choice of how you want to get destroyed in kitchen.
Yeah, either
So
find a way to die in kitchen or you find a way to die in meeting. So I mean, you gotta pick one. Which I mean, if the mirror is still in play, I think meeting is not a bad site with the mirror play because I've seen it quite a bit
yeah,
being run and that mirror is pretty dangerous.
I'm surprised
Something
most teams like to go dining instead of meeting kitchen.
Hmm.
I wonder what the thought process there was, especially with Mira on the board being so strong in showers.
Hmm.
Mira inflicts just a lot more control from dining into big tower or kitchen into dining than you can inflict from meeting into kitchen.
Yeah. Well,
Very
wonder how
curious choice.
the strats here the strats are going to work out here in favor of Sin probably for these next two sites. That third site, if they get that, I mean, I'm expecting a 4-2, especially on Oregon. But if they can get a 5-1, even if so, it might be pretty good in their way as they know defense
something I
to
want to
attack.
note from the first two attacks from CG is how one directional they were. They weren't like on their last top floor take, they didn't take attic. They really only got control of trophy and couldn't do much from it because Sin still had control of attic. It looks like we'll be seeing a similar attack from CG as they were mostly centered around attic here. Or I'm not around attic, around trophy. It's like actually 4 out of the 5. Looks like Klotz will be on the other side of the map pushing power maybe.
Oh, that's unlucky for CG for Dark. He was trying to, I believe, throw the nade over to get rid of that mute jammer, and he instead wastes the ace. So they're still getting muted off though on that
I
that
think
game as well.
Zarnok was actually impact tricking the wall, if I'm not mistaken,
I think he
because he's
tried.
out of impact.
Yeah, I think he
But
tried. I think he missed it. Pretty sure. But there's still a mute there anyway, so the mute still is gonna hold him down.
Minute and 14, really no progress made here from CG in their attack. They're still funneled up. They don't have any walls open. They do kind of have the pinch for Sophia, but they're staring down a minute with no work done. They're gonna have to do something now.
I mean, CG is just trying their best here as they have to just go for the frags now with the 50 seconds left. Stuns coming in and work being done somewhat as they are trying to get control, I think, of this game's wall. But Kev's gonna get a pick onto yellow now, putting him in the 4v5 as Kev's here gonna hold it down. He's gonna go for the pre-fires with Ace. Ace now in, gonna go for default plant. See if we're gonna hit, see if we're gonna miss it. No, but it will connect on the myth now, leaving with a double kill on Kev's. Gonna miss another, but gonna get shot from Master Window. Sorry, Dorm's window, not Master Window. Or big, as many people call it, big window. But there's gonna be Tyler downed. They're going to try to go default plant Maestro. Don't waste your Maestro. As they're going to go for default plant now. Call's going to go out. Kev's probably going to die. They do have control. And hopefully the Maestro will do enough work to deny this plant. But it will do enough. It will down him. He will die in the freezer. Plant not going to be denied. They're going to try to go for it. And that is the round. Jesus. I mean, Maestro was doing work on that sledge, was he not?
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
that down, winning his team the round, but Klotz really tried to put in the effort and save that round. He
He
absolutely
almost got
flailed
it.
about. Yeah, Herculean effort, but unfortunately an impossible task.
Again, another one-sided attack from CG, and really with how well I wouldn't say how well Team Sin is playing, but with how Team Sin are playing in these rounds, you really need to have a two-directional push. You
mhm.
cannot have a single directional push,
Yeah.
as it's not working obviously.
Yeah, and you saw that downstairs when they had that one directional push, getting control of blue and tarps, as you can say, but they didn't get control of that pillar and even get any pressure on the backside downstairs, and that messed up the plant there. And now upstairs, the same thing happened. They were all flushing the same way.
Not taking out a Maestro,
Yeah,
you have to take out those evil eyes.
I mean, they were so focused on getting that game's wall, they didn't get addict once again. I mean, you have to get some backside pressure to even get control of a site. If you have one-sided pressure, you have no control whatsoever. So, but
The big change up for me was putting the players on the repels and the windows.
mhm.
That changed a lot of how the attack played out, and it almost worked. There was almost one or two different picks that came out from players playing on big window and the games window repel. And if those picks would have came out, then I do think that round swings the other way, actually,
Hmm.
as they now have more control for the plant. It's just the man count is in their favor, and they can push that Maestro a bit more aggressively and make sure he doesn't deny the plant. So I do think that was a bit better, simply because they had players on windows watching and trying to catch people making plays, trying to deny plant, as we saw Zofia, I believe, on big window, trying almost downing Tyler, but it was just not enough. The shots didn't land, and they didn't have enough control in the end.
Yeah, and I mean, it has to be fixed. I mean, CG could still get this to a 3-3. I mean, the way they're playing, it's still possible. Last time they attacked this site, all they didn't have was backside pressure. I think if they get backside pressure, they could easily take this for a plant. But they got to win those frags too. You can't get backside pressure and lose those frags. And if anything, you got to get a refrag. If so,
What's crazy to me is how thorough CG's roam clear is. Oregon is an increasingly hard map to roam clear, and yet this is 2 minutes left, and they already are pressuring site, and they seem to have figured out where the roamers are and flushed them out, or figured out that there was no roamers ever.
yeah, I'm pretty sure there was no roamers at all. But I mean, this is a site you don't need to really roam. All you need to do is really hold pressure points basically, and that's all you need. You hold someone in the freezer, you hold down tarps, you hold down sight, and that's about it. This is the bottom side of Oregon. I mean, it's basement. Nothing you can do about it.
Tyler's actually in
And
a really
this,
aggressive position on freezer stairs there. If we could maybe watch that.
I don't think anyone is pushing him.
Nobody?
No, looks like
No.
yet
Oh,
again a one-directional push from CG.
I mean,
And Klotz down to 30 HP. They have pillar control, but Fate is still in L, or in elbow.
they won't
well,
take out the
speaking of
shield.
L's, they're gonna take
They,
this.
they
They
get his
can't.
Goyo shield though.
Yep.
They did.
Oh, but
Ooh, a
C4 got
nice
hit.
C4! Holy sh! I
Where did
just
he
saw
throw
that
that? Where
fly out
did
of
he
the
throw
corner of
that
my eye.
from? Did he throw it over the
He
top?
threw that.
He threw it over
I
the
think
shelf
he
and into
threw it over the
electric.
top.
Jeez, what a toss! But Zarn gonna get a kill on the yellow now. Meaning the 3v5, no refrags coming out quite yet. As Elf will go for a swing, as they're gonna be pre-fires out, you're just gonna miss the Jaeger. And now they're gonna might cover for a plant here. But Ace has smokes but no cover, but he was gonna try to deny the plant. Will be the smoke. And now 20 some seconds left. And they're being
These
held.
smoke grenades can deny for the rest of the round.
And two nitro cells is back up. This looks like a done deal. 15 seconds. They're gonna have to push and get some picks here.
And the Ace is just going in trouble right now. As it will be Dark going to get Kevs now, trying to be a little aggressive. Now also will be Tyler being aggressive. As going to come in as a Sledge, going to get down now. 1v3, just going to be Jick once again. And good night. He goes by Fate. Fate playing another great game after he did last time. So I believe it's, what, 4-1 in favor of
Yep.
Sin?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Again, another one-directional push not working for CG. Though now Sin is forced to go back to the meeting hall kitchen. We'll see if they're able to adapt just a little bit and have two roamers this time instead of just the one. Because I think having two roamers can definitely help them keep top control better. Because last time the Jaeger was just kind of stuck in big dorms and just kind of got pinched from big window and trophy.
Actually, we might not be seeing any roamers at all as the Vigil gets six picked over to the Frost, and we're gonna see the Clash brought out. Clash
A
is a
strange lineup.
very difficult, very difficult operator to deal with in some lineups. There is the Nomad, which counters her very nicely, but if the Nomad just can't get an angle on it, or if she just gets picked off early,
Mm-hmm.
Tyler here is going to be able to deny those one-directional pushes that CG are doing. And even on this site, when you push one directionally, you're still choked up in perhaps. I think Oregon probably has the tightest choke points of any map in the game.
These hallways
And
are very narrow,
Yep.
except
and
for this
Clash
hallway
is
right here.
going to have a field day with them if they don't find some way to deal with her.
Well, that's the thing about Oregon. Like, Oregon can play really well or really bad just because roamers can tear you apart in this map pretty fast because there's so many doorways and angles. It's almost like Villa. And remember, Villa is still in that map 3 if they do get to that point.
Zarnak might be roaming here. She's going for the late hatch.
Clash also is capable of roaming with the Jaeger, and that's a very deadly combination. Frost is also upstairs.
Whoever's on the map bands, could we get a show of the soon to play maps and everything like that on our main screen, please?
Zarnak gonna get droned out here, and
Klotz is
already
down.
gonna get taken down.
In a frost mat. He's down in a frost mat.
Oh, so he can't pick himself up with Zophia's ability, actually. And Zophia's gonna, or sorry, Frost is
Oh, a
going
nice
to get a
shot
kill,
from
and
Kevin!
another,
Oh,
and a
another!
third! Can he go for 4?
Nope, he will be taken
no,
out from
unfortunately
Trophy.
he'll get pinched out, but now in a 2v4, and that was all the work of one player, and this Jaeger's still on the roam. Still persisting inside kids' dorms.
I mean, we gotta remember, Kevs has been playing
The Clash is...
this
go
good
ahead.
since last game. I mean, Kevs hasn't played this good, Faye hasn't played this good, and so has Czar since last game they played against who'd they play? BGS Bravo.
BGS Bravo.
Yeah. So they've
Tyler has actually rotated up white and is assisting Jaeger. Jaeger will take down Jik, I believe. Yes, it's Zarnak taking down the Nomad, and now it's all to miss, and
that's tough. That's so tough.
it is a hard knock life for
I mean, we'll
miss.
get it down though. I mean, it's tough, but he did something with it, did he not?
Pity points, unless
He could bait the clash, to be honest. Oh, but he hit the
Nope.
frost mat. No way.
unfortunate.
That's Kevs with 2 frost mats.
2 frost mats, 2 gun kills. Kev's put in work that round. Absolute legend.
5-1 in favor of Team Sin for their defense. So, one thing of note, though, is CG United won all of their defenses on Clubhouse. So we'll see how they are able to defend on, some people think, a more defender-sided map of Oregon. It will definitely be interesting to see how their defenses work and how good they can do their defenses.
Oh, certainly. With Oregon in particular, CG United, as I pointed out, are a very poor attacking team. It really comes down to how Sin attacks, because Acidic, while they were a decent attacking team, they still left a lot to be desired, and I feel like Team Sin, if they don't have as strong attacks as Acidic, who, that's not a very high bar to clear, if they don't have their attacks on point, they can still either lose this or take it to overtime. That's not where you want to be when you have a 5-1 lead.
So I totally agree. I mean, you have to, at some point in time, dwindle down your attacks. I mean, you can't just, fall and be like, oh, okay, this is what we're gonna do now. We're gonna do one-sided attacks, but like you have to mix it up. But I mean, they're on defense now, so they could, hunker down and play for their lives, because I think they've been playing very aggressive in a sense. I mean, you could say they're not playing aggressive. I mean, they're playing aggressive to one side, but like you're on defense now, so you could do that. I mean, it's possible for them to turn around as Oregon is defender sided, so they could take the maps they need to. It's just a matter of fact if they're going to win those ones, if anything.
Something I would like to note here is that Tyler has been lagging for most of this game. He is struggling with server issues, as you just saw there. So Tyler's kind of in a tough spot, especially with that lag. So on attack, it'll be even worse because of how defender-sided Oregon is. So we'll see how Team Sin's able to adapt their attacks to fit with Tyler lagging so much. Though he is on support, so he does not have to worry about entry fragging with the lag. That is a good thing.
Agreed.
You do not want to be entry fragging with lag. That is hell.
There's picker advantage, and then there's I can't even see the guy when I swing the corner.
Yes, there's pinging, and then there's just destroying your KD. I mean, there's good stuff and bad stuff with that. I mean, you could say
That is a very interesting angle to hold there, looking straight down the stairs from outside at one point. Kyler's making sure that no one rotates from...
There's actually 2 roamers all the way on the bottom floor.
Oh, you're right.
I don't know they're playing.
They could come up bottom tower stairs. They seem to be aware of the possibility, but the roamers are rotating now to lobby and maybe rotating back to site.
I mean, they have control of this top floor, and they are watching the flank. They do have a flank watcher here with that Nomad.
And Kev's able to take out the Jaeger of Clots.
Do
I
know
think
the
they
second
had
roamer is
intel.
there though?
Yeah, that's the key. Do they know where the bandit is at?
Doesn't seem like he's gonna toss out the blind nitro and go for it, but it doesn't connect. And now it's a 2v5 on site. Bandit needs to make an impact in this round, either through a flank or rotating back to site quickly. Gills is gonna eat a little bit of damage, but he's gonna narrowly miss the shots onto Malusi and get downed. Oh no. Finally traded out, or Fate will trade it out though. Maybe get the pickup on the Gills. They know this player's in the rotate hole, but they just barely miss him. 5v2 now. 15 seconds left. The plant needs to come down.
Plant is coming down now. What Dark sees his head? Oh no! He will get the plant down though. It's all up to the bandit. And Kevs will finish off the bandit. That was almost bad because of the Banshee. The Banshee really slowed down the Nomad and Zolf, but they're still able to get the plant down.
You know what would have won him this round? If Bandit would have pocketed his C4. He did a blind throw at the beginning when he went for the flank and missed everything. If he would have held that there and would have waited until the end of the round, he could have denied that plant from below. That's a very common nitro cell.
Yeah, I saw that. He did waste that trying to go up, I believe he's trying to go up freezer stairs.
He went up lobby stairs and missed the nitro cell into the player in bedroom. To be fair, I think he had some intel on it and just missed it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think when you're taking those 50-50 nitro cells, you should wait as long as you can to throw those, because you never know when you're going to be put into a situation, as we just saw, where you are kicking yourself now because you just didn't have that nitro.
So, Matt, voice crack, holy crap. Okay, so match point for Team Sin, and CG will be opting to go back to the top floor. See if they are able to adapt in any way to what Team Sin just showed them. Will definitely be interesting to see what they do.
Out of curiosity,
If they change their strat at all, or
this was?
Wait, second?
it was Sin. It was Sin's map pick.
Okay.
It was.
Something of note for the next map, Clubhouse, is CG United picked attack on Clubhouse. So maybe they were watching the VOD of Team Sin versus BGS, and they saw a weakness in Sin's defenses, and they want to jump on that and try and win Clubhouse and take it to Villa.
I thought Team Sin would have got picked because CG picked Clubhouse, right? CG picked Clubhouse.
CG picked Clubhouse, and they picked attack. CG picked Clubhouse, and they did pick Clubhouse. Yeah.
Okay. So Team Sin.
I'm messing
Team
up.
Sin picked Oregon, and basically how the picks work. So I could let everyone
Yeah, CG
know.
picked attack on Oregon. My bad. That's my bad. CG picked attack on Oregon.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let the viewers know. So this is how banning and stuff works for BO3s versus BO. So BO1 is just ban all the way to the map, and the team that was able to pick the map, the team that didn't pick the map can pick the side. Basically, for the BO3s, basically it's ban, pick, and then decider. The team A, basically the higher seed team, if it was a playoffs, or the team basically that's on the left side of the first ban, gets to choose what side they want to be on. So if you pick the map, the team that didn't pick the map can pick what side they want, basically. So say this map right here was Sin's pick. CG can pick what side they want to be on, basically. So it's
Which is what it was. It was Sin's pick. I'm tired.
Yeah. So Oregon,
Sins did pick
is what
Oregon,
it
and
is.
CG picked attack.
yeah.
CG picked attack on Oregon, which is just asking for trouble, and they're deep in it now.
I
Maybe they
mean,
just wanted to get it done and over with. They knew they weren't going to win it in the long run, or something else. But I can't imagine many reasons for wanting to play Oregon attack first.
and
Neither can I.
Team Sin. I mean, if you think about it, they're defending every single map in this pool. So, and I think they play better on their defense than they do on their attacks. So, they will be getting ahead, I think, in most of these matches if they do get to a map 3.
I think similarly. I think CG is definitely a better defense team than they are offense. I think their offense is a lot to be desired.
What nice
But Team
shot from
Sin,
Fate! Take out
as
Dark early in the round.
I was also about to say, Team Sin is no slouch when it comes to attack, and we see why. They can drone out roamers and take their heads off. There'll be a trade out here for Gills will be taken out by Myth, and Klotz will get killed by Tyler. That'll bring us to a 3v4 CG on the lower end.
But there's only 27 seconds left, and the attackers are just not getting an attic. And there's still a Melusi. There is a Melusi on the board, so there's still going to be Banshees slowing them down. There's going to be Smoke Babes slowing them down. So this is.
Oh,
Ooh,
what a
but as I
pre-fire.
talk about Smoke, he gets taken out.
That's so
Nice
That's
shots
2v4.
from.
This is winnable,
Dev.
but they need to get something down now. Kez has the fuser. He's going to run into sight and try to go for the plant, but no, he'll actually get nitroed. 3 seconds left, and they need the kills here. Fate will get down. That's not what you want. Zarnik's actually sticking the plant. Tyler on the cover, and no. The planter will get downed, and that'll be the round.
Too slow for Sin. They wasted too much time, and they didn't get into the site fast enough, and they didn't have the utility to clear those Melusi Banshees, which slowed them down. And then obviously the C4s also not helping anything.
Yeah,
I spent a lot of time on a room clear for top floor, but I don't think there was any like deep roamers as there were last time.
No, but I think Sin was expecting these deep roamers, and they wanted to make sure that they didn't get that they wanted to make sure that they were clear and they didn't have to worry about them.
CG still have a
Someone on my team just clipped my voice crack.
what a player.
Clip the voice crack. Yes, sir.
I really should have expected him to clip my voice crack.
I mean, you love
What
to
a guy.
It's Siege, the meme of them all.
I'll actually be right back. 2 seconds.
And for the
CG's actually going to be reinforcing off the area here. I don't know why I'm thinking of tarps and bunker and just can't think of the name.
Well, for the stream here, I want to say, guys, thank you guys for joining us, watching this this little pre-league tournament basically going on. And these teams here, if they do win, they do get a free entry into, I believe, the winter tournament. Is it coming up on the 26th, 27th, and 28th of December? So it's a 3-day tournament, and free entry. You would like to have it because instead of that $10 entry fee, you just get a free one, and you can end up winning that if you would like, and head yourself onto the nationals, where that right there is red tickets. So the key is the red tickets. You do not want to pay. You want to try to get the tickets. The tickets matter. Gold and red.
Yeah, the Nationals is pretty much like our version of a SI, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. So just imagine how Pro League does all their majors and all that stuff. How they have to qualify for points. In this, you have to qualify for ticket space. So you got to get that Willy Wonka golden ticket to get on into the major. So
the Mozzie drone getting away there. That was huge.
Uh-oh. Zarnak does not know that the Jaeger is in kitchen. I think they do know he's in kitchen, they just don't know where he is. Because it looks like Fate and Zarnak are trying to clear him out, they just do not know where in kitchen he exactly is.
Oh.
And Fate able to down him and finish off Klotz.
Well, that was a good roam clear there.
Tyler able to take out Dark with a nade.
Yeah, Tyler may have
Tyler's
used both his
lag.
grenades. But, Yellow will actually pick up the first kill for his team.
Yeah, but Yellow get refract by Zarnak. Oh my god, how is he able to win that gunfight? There's no way.
That is 3 speed
Zarok
Can't
had
force
K-Force.
one
those
hit his
yellow.
ass.
All up to Myth and Jick.
We all know Zarnock just shit his pants there because that bandit, he had no clue the bandit was there.
Well,
But Myth able
he
to get
will
the
defecate
refrag there.
once more as he gets corpseified. Tyler eating some damage, it looks like. They do have pillar control. The player's going to go for a flank, though. Kevs will get downed by Jick, the last player on site.
Kevs is able to
So,
pick himself up.
right.
Myth able to take
Oh,
out one.
that's actually 2 kills, and now it's
All
all up
to
to Tyler.
on
As
low
Myth, who
HP.
rotated all the way upstairs, got a kill to the hatch, it seems. And yeah, he has complete electric control. And now Tyler all alone. He needs to make
He does
something
have
work here in the
diffuser.
1v2. He does have diffuser. 20 seconds left. Super low on health, though.
He will not win the 1v2, unfortunately for Team Sin.
I mean, that lag might have got him there. I will say,
Yeah.
lag
His
can,
lag is definitely not helping him any.
yeah, lag can help for some wide swings, but there's some that you gotta get cooked on, and that's one of them there.
As far as my notes are concerned, Sins have gotten the opening kill 5 rounds in a row now?
That seems about right.
No, 6
Jeez.
rounds in a row. They just can't
6.
convert these last 2 rounds into wins.
So I'm updating my.
Looks like Tyler will be going off the Maverick onto a Thermite. So he'll be going double hard breach for a kitchen dining take. So unlike Sin, Calibrate will be going to dining instead of the meeting bomb site.
We will see the mirror brought out here, though. Very strong operator. And since this is dining kitchen instead of meeting kitchen, I'm expecting to see a lot of shower play.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Well, it will
that
be
kind of
curious to
shower play.
see if it will be interesting to see if Sin even pushes that, because they can get control of meeting and get an execute onto kitchen, and just completely bypass the mirrors. So it'll be interesting how Sin attacks this, if they push small tower or if they push meeting side.
While it would be convenient, they do have 6 breaching charges to play vertical, if they so choose. Which
We
would
could play
probably be
vertical,
how
but
you attack into kitchen. You play vertical, flush out the main anchors, and then make an execute from meeting. It would be time consuming, especially if there's a deep roam by maybe the bandit or possibly the Castle or Jaeger. I do think that Castle's a little bit underrated as a roamer. Yeah, his gun isn't the greatest, but once his utility is down, he still has the alarms, and he can shotgun out hatches for himself to rotate away if need be.
I mean, don't lie. You know, I'm a support player ish, and I will tell you right now, the ump is dangerous at times. It's a headshot machine. I feel like.
if you can hit your shots, I think you gotta have a really good aimer on Castle.
Yeah.
Because if you're not hitting heads, you're likely going to die. You need to
The
be hitting
DPS of
heads.
the Yump is very low considering its low fire rate and its measly damage.
Mm-hmm.
But if there's a player that can make it work, Jick has been putting together some. He's been putting some work down.
I mean,
Tyler's actually going to do this little thermite trick to open up the top portion of the dining wall from above. He's not going to expose himself. He doesn't care about bandit charges or anything like that. He's going to get the top of the wall open, and
Is
from
someone under
there
that
he can
window?
actually clear any utility. Yes, there is. Oh.
Klotz
The
is gonna
Jaeger
play his
is
life.
under that window.
Klotz.
You usually see this in gold, but usually it's a guy with a shotgun instead.
Hey, we all been there.
Well,
Hey, we all been there. We've all been there. Okay.
Yeah,
he
Symbol.
got
guys with
double
shotguns on
droned,
the
and now he's
windows
going
are
to have to
so
rotate
fun.
away. No player behind those drones to follow up, though, which is very unfortunate. The Nitro Cell just not going to do anything here as it gets tossed up. It's going to be...
Kev's just missing his shots there. Just barely.
With Dark's Nitro on the board, off the board now, it's still a 5v5 with a minute 20 left. There's a lot going on, but not much progress made by Sins quite yet.
There it is. There's the intel from the Zoth. But there's gonna be Myth.
But Myth able to get a
there.
frag.
He's gonna get killed by that Zoth. I'm calling that right now. He has to.
You can't
get
go
Darks
from
will
the
actually eat a
spot.
lot of damage from who knows where. Zoe stranded on an island, but going to fight her way out as best she can.
Gil's able to take out Dark though. So even up the man count, but there's only 35 seconds left. And Sin really have no pressure onto the site with 30 seconds remaining. They're still outside of the building and they have castles to worry about.
Gil's
And
the
Jack
only
able to
player
take out
in a
Gil's.
position to do anything is now taken out as well. Meaning that in this 4v3, even though the players of CG are lit as a tit, as they say, CG also have the time advantage and are going to take that all the way to the bank, it looks like.
Oh, but they're gonna get one. You're gonna get two, but there's one
Gonna
more
get
guy to
two!
beat.
But
And
no,
first
not enough
blood.
time.
He was hauling.
That
boom.
one 3 in a row now for Calibrate. As Team Sin is seeing their lead just vanish into thin air. Slowly, their lead is vanishing.
I missed the opening kill of that. Was that 7 in a row?
I was not paying attention at the opening kill. Actually, I can't tell you.
The opening kill went to Calibrate.
So what's that? 7-2, 8-9-10? No.
6-4. So,
No.
yeah.
No. The opening picks. Would it be 6?
Opening picks have gone mostly to Sin.
Okay.
Not many have actually gone to CG, but
I think last time you said it was 7, so I think it's 7-3. Now that we have 10 rounds, so 7 picks here for what's it called? Team Sin. And then 3 on the back side. One of those opening picks did not, benefit one of the teams for Sin. Or one round.
How?
Sorry, 1 round for
Sorry,
Sin.
quick correction. 6, there was 6 in a row. This would have been 7.
Okay.
But, no, they didn't get the opening kill. And therefore, it's 6-4 in terms of opening kills. Advantage of Team Sin.
So maybe the opening picks
Which,
are
Sin
beneficial.
is
ironically, is what the map count, or the round count is. Even though there doesn't seem to be much correlation in between opening kills and wins. Kind of an even mix of opening kills and losses and opening kills and wins.
Yeah, it is 6-4. I mean, nice little correlation in between opening picks.
That's a rotate.
That's a rotate.
Oh,
So-
dear.
In Klotz and Myth, actually, I think they are not playing top tower. They were just placing utility there to waste time. These two mute generals up here are going to waste so much time, and it looks like Klotz will actually be going back up. But this is going to waste a lot of the attacker's time.
There are 3 players currently up to now.
Well, I mean, I think that's what
But-
CG's doing so well on their strats right now is that they're wasting
Adapting.
time. They're just
Yeah.
wasting time, and I think they know that the more time they waste, the more pressure is going to put onto Team Sin. And right now, it's working. I mean, they've gotten those 2 rounds they needed, or 2. They lost one of them.
Klotz got shot from somewhere. I mean, he got a little bit of damage onto him.
I think after
Yeah,
Probably
like-
just right through a barricade.
yeah.
Possibly see any of these barricades. Doesn't look like any of them are open. Oh, he might have been sprayed from here. I'm not too sure on that though, where he got damage taken off from.
Oh,
But as we're talking about that, Zarnok is able to find his 11th kill on Majik, and Fate able to take out Myth.
Oh, this isn't looking good.
and then now there's 2
Klotz
refrags.
able to take out Zarnik, and Dark able to take out Tyler though, so
2 frags for 2 refrags. Back to even.
This rotate hole that's in Attic is actually going to come in huge here. Because otherwise, Team Sin could just pressure site and probably win the round. But because of that rotate, both the Jaeger and the Bandit are going to be able to rotate back in time.
Bandit's already back inside.
We also get some on the flank too if they wanted to.
True.
Though the
It's
Nomad
very
will
dangerous
definitely make
with
that
the-
difficult though.
Yeah.
I rarely see Nomads, though, placed in positions for, like, the window runouts. And that's probably going to be the biggest issue here is Jaeger running out and then jumping in through a window.
It's like Gills
I mean,
trying to get in maybe to plant down.
Yeah, they could go for
Yeah.
a plant. Just run on in and just screw it.
He's trying to.
Oh, but the smoke's gonna hit him and it's gonna stick right onto him. He's gonna sit in there. You're in the smoke, sir. You're gonna go down. Why did he put the
Gills.
diffuser there?
Hasn't really got dark though.
I don't know what his plan was.
But
There.
I don't think Gills could have gotten out of there because of the Banshee. The Banshee would have made it almost impossible to get out. And talking about that, Yellow takes out Fade. It's all up to Kevs now.
Has a
He
very
is
strong
the top
position on
runner.
white stairs, but on his own, I don't think it's
Oh,
going to
that's a
do
great
much.
kick switch.
It'll get taken out from
There
behind
it
by
is.
Klots. Another round going to CG.
So this is looking pretty scary now. I mean, we were looking at a 5-1. We're looking at a 6-5 now. I mean, that's a anal clincher right there, I could say.
The real question is this Team Sin being incapable of attacking, or is this CG having their stuff together when it comes to defense? And
I
I
think
think the answer is actually quite clear, is that it's CG just having a great defense.
yeah, and I think CJ always has been built that way to have that good defense to all their the Calibrate teams. I mean, all their teams from top to bottom all can defend. And I mean, if you think about it in Siege, defending is something easier than attacking. But if you win all your defenses, you can give someone attack every now and then.
So, something I would like to note though is, despite actually losing a lot of their attacking rounds, I would say Team Sin's attacks look much better and more coordinated than CG's did.
Yes, agreed.
They're not one directional. They're more multi-directional. A lot of times their roam clears are just a little bit faster. It's just the CG's adapting and they're adapting to waste time, which is what CG is doing, and it's working as the last 4 rounds have shown.
Well, like
CG has won the last 4 rounds.
Siege doesn't have to play for the kills. I mean, they just gotta play for angles. I mean,
Time.
it's Oregon. You don't have to play for the kills. You just gotta play, for the man advantage, the time, and the angles. That's Oregon in a nutshell. So they're playing to the map, not playing to the team. Basically, what they're doing right now. It's working for them.
Another 3 Nitro Cell strat coming out. We've seen so many Nitro Cells recently with not the nerf to deployable shields, but they're taking away deployable shields from a lot of key operators. I have never seen so many Nitro Cells just consistently on lineups like this before. Just every round, I feel like there's at least 3.
Army of Drones goes into blue, droning it out, making sure everything's clear.
It is most certainly not.
Definitely
The Ella
not.
playing with Ella Mines, ADS is barbed wire.
And an Ella
It is
shotgun.
An Ella shotgun? Oh dear.
And the champ charm. We're not gonna talk about that though. We're not gonna talk about that.
Getting into here is going to be absolute. It's gonna suck for Team Sin. They're really not gonna get in here. It's gonna be a pain to really get in here, especially with these Ella Mines and the Ella Shoddy.
If they burn this ADS though and get Tyler in with a grenade, that could be huge. They might be able to do it.
And it's prepping C4.
Oh no! Remember with the new ADS thingy, it's deactivated, so they could get a nade in.
Oh, he missed the C4. Now Sin has blue control.
That is a huge loss for CG now, as this is going to allow them to go for a plant whenever they feel like, as long as they can flush this last player outside a stop, hiding in the corner.
I believe. Oh, there's someone's still on pillar though. I mean, that's a nice
Oh,
little
true.
royal. So they could still deny it though with the guy on pillar, as they could flush him back out where he came from. And the C4 gonna
D4
hit.
coming up from dark.
Great Nitro Cell from Dark there, taking out the Maverick.
And Claw's taking out a low HP from the Goyo Shield being destroyed. But he's staying here. He's just kind of stuck in the corner now because of the fire. He's not able to move.
Yeah, if this is droned out, this is a really easy kill for Zarnik, but I don't think it actually is. It doesn't seem like Zarnik has the intel on it.
Oh.
Oh, maybe he does, but no, he'll lose the fight.
After Sean, we're gonna restart the share.
They traded. They traded.
Oh.
They traded. What? The
Yeah,
R4C
Zarnak.
for you.
Klotz was taking out low HP because of the Goyo Shield being destroyed, so.
Truly iconic. The Ash and Jaeger trading.
But Gills will be taken out by Bandit. And Yellow get another kill on a Fate. All to Kevs, who is down by the El Shadi and finished off by Myth. That's the 5th round in a row going to
Bro,
CG.
restart share play.
Yep.
So we're gonna do a quick little reset here, guys, of the share play real quick, so we could put you guys with a quick little, short little break real quickly while we reset that. Wait.
When the lights go down, I see hell in you, but you don't care, no, you don't care, no. You just rather watch me fall from a golden mile. I can see you at the.
Guys, that's what I was gonna go. And we are back. Quick little break there. We'll probably play that one after this game, as we are 6-6 now, so we do have an hour back on our share play. You gotta love PlayStation share play. But yeah, 5-1 to 6-6. Let's talk about this, guys. I mean, this is definitely need to talk about a thing right now for CG and Sin. Is it Sin playing bad right now, or is just CG just playing really good on defense? I mean,
I think Sin's doing a fair job. They don't look lost. They look like they know what they're doing. They're coming up with decent strats. It's just CG seems to be outplaying them and having just very strong strats that I don't think that Sin was completely ready for.
And CG having defense versus an Oregon definitely gives them the advantage here in this matchup.
I mean, they definitely should be
To
putting
finish
more than
off.
one ADS, I think. I mean, last time they know they lost Blue that quick. They probably should put a second ADS there, I would think. Would be smart.
They didn't have to. They had
See if
one
they
against the
did.
opposite wall and then one next to the deployable shield.
Ah, gotcha.
I don't think it'll matter much, as even if you add a third, it's very easy to take out.
Yeah. With the new
Myth actually
nerf.
not playing in here. No, he will get in though. Kev's is just able to shoot the Elamine and the ADS there.
That's tough.
There's only one ADS they need to worry about.
Kaz just rushed in before anyone could really retake their positions, and it's gonna bite them in the butt here. He's gonna stun his sister here of Ella, flush him out of this position. Ella does take reduced stun from Zofia, so that's a huge, like, this is a huge small factor that you might not realize at first.
Tyler, Kev's able to take out Myth, and Tyler
He just
also
watched the C4.
gets taken out by Dark. But Tyler was able to clear Dark out of Pillar with that nade. So Team Sin are now able to pretty much enter into Pillar, but based off the positioning, look like Dark will actually work on rotating back, but I think they're gonna try and make this like a kill box. Like, you don't want to go into Pillar or else you're gonna die.
Did Bunker get reinforced off?
No, it did
right?
not.
No, okay. That's something unfortunate I would have liked to see, is there's a lot of teams who actually reinforce that off when they know they're about to lose it, or after they lose it.
Yep.
It's a very ballsy play, but I was really hoping to see it there, as it would have been monumental for this round.
I mean, you see it a lot in Pro League now. They do reinforce it all after they know they're going to lose it. But there is a minute left and a ton of bodies. So we're going to see a lot of frags coming out very soon. As Ace will get top control, but there it goes. There's one.
Kev's able to get one, and Fate also get another one on Clutch, but Yellow able to take out Kev's. Gil's going for the plant now. We'll see if he has proper cover from Fate.
He really
64 will
does
come
think
out,
Fate
but
will
miss. I think Plant goes down now, but Yellow able to take out Gills, but Fate should be able to watch the diffuser from above, as the hatch was opened. But it looks like
quite
Gills
get an
actually
angle
playing
on it, though.
Oh, what a hip
Oh my
fire.
god!
What a hip fire, though. I mean, that boy Fates knows how to hip fire, does he not? I mean, Jesus. Oh, that's dirty. That's dirty. That is dirty.
And that's gonna be the thing that wins the round here. If he waits just the appropriate time and drops now, and that's the game. Or that's the round, rather.
That's the round
Actually,
of
I
the
was
game,
still
yeah.
thinking we're on match point.
We are at match point now for, I believe, Team Sin, as Fate did clutch up that round.
Sins do bring it back to match point. That was also the only second plant of the game.
Yeah, that was the only second play in the game. Agreed. They are not afraid to go for the frags. These two teams.
Okay. I fucked up something here. Ah, shit.
Yeah. I see it 7-7 on my overlay or on my
Yeah.
my thingy.
Fuck.
How many rounds do
I'll
we
just
have?
have to work on changing that. It's actually 7-6.
Well,
So
um, what you're gonna do for that next site? Just take off, or for the 14th, just put select team.
I'll just
Oh, you can't put select team.
it's not letting me, so I'll just have to change it based off who wins.
Well,
And I'll change this site.
well, here's your round history for the stream. Show you guys the round history and also next map coming up. Mind you, we are one round ahead on accident. The 14th round,
Yeah.
as you can see, the 13, 14, 15, or sorry, yeah, 13, 14, 15. 14 hasn't been played yet, but that's how the rounds have been. Like he says, 2 plants and a bunch of kills happening in this game. I mean, it's just the team is playing how they want to. I mean, they're going for kills. It's all they can really do with how the way the strats are being played. But show you guys the maps real quick to see what's going to happen next. This map here, we are on Oregon. We'll be going to Club next, which was the pick here of CG United. And I believe our Team Sin will be defending once again. If we get to a map 3, that would decide, I believe, will be going in favor of Team Sin here, going to be defending again. And CG United will be attacking on that map if they do get to that point. So, until then, let's get Oregon wrapped up, guys. I mean, 7.
It's a long match. These two teams are definitely pretty, I'd say fairly even. Though something I would like to note is Team Sin, their attacks they look much better, much more coordinated, much better really than Calibrate's attacks.
Agreed.
At least on Oregon. That's what we'll see on Clubhouse next.
I mean, Clubhouse attack-wise, Team Sin is fundamentally sound on that map. As I saw earlier today, I don't know how well CG was for you guys and your guys' cast, but
CG was rough. They made one crucial mistake that me and Terry will never forget.
We'll never let him live it down.
yeah, and I'm pretty sure
Nope.
Team Sin, I think, did not lose a single round at all or a single attack. They did play BGS Bravo, but it was.
They did start on defense. They won all their defenses and won 2 attacking rounds.
Yep. No, actually, sorry, they won 1 attack.
They only had 1 attack to win.
Yeah, I was like, they only had 1 attack, my bad. So, of course, they won all their attack rounds. I only had 1 to deal with.
Half the round gone, half of it to go, and a little bit of progress made. Ace opened up into attic and into games from the bedroom area. Gills is below.
Yeah.
If this
If it
isn't droned out,
oh my
if
god.
he's allowed to hold this door for the rest of the round, or this entryway, he could come in huge as he denies people rushing in to go for the plant. I think vaguely aware someone's below, but maybe not what exactly he's doing. Maestro's cam's gonna take off this time. Gil's still waiting.
Oh, Gil's able to get a kill on a miss.
Like a shark from
Kev's able to
below,
go
he's
yellow.
gonna actually get the kill, and that's gonna be super impactful. The kills are going all the way to Team Sin.
It's looking quite wrapped up.
2v5
Clock's
now.
Gonna be taking down a 50, but will hit more shots with that good old Zofia gun. Dang, they reinforced him off like
Wow.
that was ballsy.
Jake and Klotz trying to
they were
make
able to
work
even
of
up,
it.
though.
Now it's in a 1v2 though. Klotz definitely has a chance here. But no, he'll be put away.
And there is your map one, ladies and gentlemen. 8 to 7. Sorry, 8 to 6. Sin taking Oregon. Next up, after the 5-minute break or so, as we will get everything set up for the next game, will be Clubhouse. So other than that, we'll see you guys in a bit when they head to Clubhouse. is going to go for the plant here, not thinking she knows that the plant is going down. Brayden here going to just hold the angles and hold the cross. He's going to go around. It's going to be... Going to see the... What? Going to get the kill instead onto the butt. Butt going to potato, and now it's in a 1v1. Now it's going to hold the angle. It's going to be the G8. G8 warrior going to miss. And now Amaru here, just playing for time here. As Warrior going to just keep trying to push him, but does have a sliver of health left. Going off the wide swing, going to get the kill, and there it is. I'm missing it. Oh, but she's going to take out Feralis. And it's going to take out the bandit. No way. Guys are gonna be down, so the enemy dart gonna get a kill onto Wari just like that. And now Jaeger gonna hold the steps as of you is already in. Gonna see a wild mirror, gonna get the kill. Oh, gonna get killed. So now everyone is dead here as they are just pushing on in. As going to hold on R2 is Yui and going to get the kill on the best of. So that is a flawless round.
I'm going.
Right now, you're going to be stuck as Little Juro and Warrior are going to take the top floor, but Brayden going to get a nice little shot there with the visual onto Pharrell, or not the visual, actually going to be, oh, what a saucy C4 there from the Warden, I meant to say, getting that kill with F11, now getting another one, but going to get killed there by Yui, and yeah, 3-3, and now Best are going to kill onto Roy, now leaving us in a 1v1. You're gonna go for the plant. Besta here trying to find out where this person is, as Yui is gonna go for the plant. And there is Yui. Here gonna go for the shots. You can.
little bit. Well, like, don't stop saying it, but like mix it up with some other words.
Welcome back to my LR6. Wow, that's old. Welcome back to Ascension Gaming. Sorry for the wrong saying. So, I am Cubes. Welcome back. With me in our trio cast, sort of, is the Journal Ringer Cam and Cass, and same with Tari as well. Here with you guys. So, last map was what was it? Oregon. Now we're
Oregon.
heading to Clubhouse, as both these teams did just play this in their previous tournament matches. What are you guys expecting today?
I'm expecting some strong defenses from both teams. So I'm not really expecting much there. I think the winner of this match comes down to who's better on their attacks. Who's better at roam clearing, who's better at droning, who's better at really everything executing on a site. I really think it comes down to who's better on attack, not who's better on defense.
Yeah.
I do think CG, while I am going to give them as much crap as they deserve for their attacks, I do think their late round executes, they were executing with 3 people and still doing a great job of getting down there, getting their picks, and maybe trying to get a plant down. They stole 2 rounds from that, even though their attacks look really sloppy. And I do think that if they can clean it up just a bit, they still do have a chance. This is their map pick, and after seeing Sin's map pick come so close, I really do think that CG have a chance to bring us to a map 3, but they're going to need to clean a lot of their act up from how they played in the last game.
Especially their droning. A play I want to note from their game against Acidic was there was a player from Acidic sitting in bathroom upstairs, and the bomb site was basement, so they were roam clearing top floor CG. They did not drone bathroom, and the bandit was able to swing out, kill one player, run away into logistics or office, and get another pick before he died. And by the time he died, there's only about 45 to 50 seconds left on the clock. So we cannot be seeing those same mistakes against Acidic that we did now from Acidic. That now they cannot be making those mistakes. They need to be droning the roamers, and they need to execute on site with a lot of time left.
Yeah. And for my input, I think CG has a chance to take this map that they basically chose, because I mean they're not playing terrible as you could see last game. I mean their only thing wrong with them is their attacks, and mind you, this map is pretty much really good defensive side for Team Sin. So what I want to see out of Team Sin is just play your game. Don't try to play to CG. And for CG, they just gotta play better on attack. If you play better on attack and you take more than 1 round on your attack, you're more likely to win a game. So, other than that,
Are we ready? Are we ready to start?
Yeah. Other than that, let's get down to the game. Like I said, we're going to Clubhouse, and I'll switch you guys over in the gameplay stream once we connect to the share play, which takes like 20 seconds. I don't know why it takes so long, but here we are.
Gotta love SharePlay. Gotta love it. It's absolutely beautiful.
You gotta
Strange
love it.
share play noises.
I know, right? All the things that come with share play.
Do I need to swap the team size and overlays? I think I do.
Yes. You need.
Alright.
I can reset it for
Just
you.
did so. I got it.
Also, they changed the bands. They're different now. Or they might not be. Who knows? We see another Thatcher band.
Yeah, in terms of strategy and what you need to do, Oregon and Clubhouse are fairly similar in that sense of, you got to clear, especially CCTV nowadays, you got to clear from construction and the main CCTV breach. So I don't think that bands will differ too much. We might not see an Echo band come out, but who knows?
I'm very surprised we didn't see a Maverick band over a Thatcher band. I feel like this is one of Maverick's best maps, so I'll bring this up constantly. Maverick
By far.
contends on Clubhouse with how strong Thatcher could be, and there goes Cade as well. If we see an Echo band here, it's the exact same. Can we get it?
Who knows, maybe.
I
I think a Malusi ban might come out because Team Sin did ban it last time against BGS. They did ban the Malusi, so... Yep, and there comes. Now,
And there's
something
the
of note...
Malusi.
I'm repeating myself yet again. So, last game, CG United won a lot of rounds because of Malusi Banshees. So that Malusi Banshee being gone, like the Malusi being completely gone, will definitely help Team Sin on their attacks, as they don't have to worry about the Banshee slowing them down anymore.
Very true.
The Banshee really did help out CG especially in the late round pushes that Team Sin did a lot of the time. So I really think this is going to help Team Sin a lot. So like for the first bomb site, Team Sin is going to go CCTV, which is fairly common. And since Maverick is unbanned, Yellow will be playing that Maverick. We will probably see a Maverick played every single round on this map, as Tyler sixes all the Valkyrie onto a Goyo. And Kev's sticking to Frost, which we did see him play Frost last map, and he actually got a 3K, 2K, or 4K. 2 with Frost mats, 2 gun kills. So we'll see if Kevs is able to do the same thing he did on Oregon and transfer over to Clubhouse. But we need to keep a close eye on Kevs and his Frost mats. As does United. United needs to pay attention.
I mean, we saw what happened on Oregon. I mean, one Frost mat in attic, another one hit him on a big window.
Yeah.
Doors. I mean, that was scary. But I mean, I think last
Poor
time.
droning, I would say. Poor droning.
Well, since I have info here on Sin, you guys have info on CG. Last time I saw Sin play on this map, I think I saw Kevs go off with this Frost. So if we could see another Frost play here from Kevs as well.
I think we'll see one Frost mount under that window. See if under the construction window, or one very close to the construction window.
That's an interesting Frost trap there.
You might be able to see it from the window, but I'm not sure on that. You probably
you
can.
almost certainly can see it from the window. They're probably playing to more people who are pushing through
construction.
Through construction. They're like trying to clear out. Then that one guy
protects
goes
the
to
wall.
pallet.
So if but there's no thermites, so that's not going to be as powerful because Habana and Ace can both do it from range. So that's not going to be as. But I guess it would deny a Maverick, but we're probably going to see Maverick in the main wall.
Really quickly, hopefully before we get into the action, do y'all have any MVPs from last game?
I would say the MVP for Sin, it would be from Sin. Probably either Kevs or Zarnok, as they were both getting lots of frags. I would actually say Kevs, because he was getting in, he was doing his job, he was getting the opening picks. Kevs won a lot of opening engagements, I would say. So I would say MVP of last game goes to Kevs.
They're very heads up on this Frost, though. You saw Klotz doing the common pre-fire to see if there's a Frost trap below the window. But as I'm talking off camera, it looks like Complexity is going to get a kill onto Zarnok.
Sorry, I had to do a quick little edit of the overlays. The win color was red, and the overlay is red, so the win doesn't show up. So now, if you guys can see it on stream, it is now the white bar. So, correction.
That's a mistake on my part. I was the one who edited the overlay. That one's on me.
No, you're good. I got you.
It happens to the best of us.
I agree. I agree 100%.
So, I'm gonna say it again. Something from last game that they played on Clubhouse for Sin. Fate did work from Raptors. Just say that. As I'm talking, Kevs will get down from Breach. I'm not sure exactly how he was down, as he was on top red. I guess maybe the Ace or someone swung. Oh, he's got the pixel peak. That's how.
That's probably the most dangerous pixel peak, I think, on that.
Fate just missing his shots, I guess, but Clock's taking down a 1 HP. And Myth will take out Gills. And Fate downed. Is not looking good for Sin here. And Complexity able to take out Kevs. All up to Tyler here in this 1v5.
He's gonna go for the low for the Nitro, but he's not gonna be in time.
He doesn't have a Nitro.
He has proximity alarms. And now that the plant goes down, it's a 5v1. His Fate's about to bleed out. I don't see anything happening. He's just gonna have to play his KD here. There's one.
But impactless kills, really. And he gets taken out by the Maverick of Yellow. That's round 1 going to CG. That was a good round from CG for their attacks, considering how sloppy they were last time. That one looked a lot more coordinated, and it looked a lot better. So I
This was,
would still say it was one directional. It was definitely still a one directional push.
Yeah, no,
I do
I totally
believe, if
agree.
I'm remembering correctly, CG's only attack win on Oregon was a flawless round,
Hmm.
and that round was one death away from being a flawless round. Like at the end there, that impactless kill that we were talking about.
Hmm.
So CG isn't out of the woods yet. They showed they can be a great team on attack, but it's one thing to translate that into long-term success and continue to be consistent with it.
True. I mean, CG, they do a really great job at getting upstairs control. They just have a problem of, pushing a site from different angles and not just one side. It's like if you had, a tub full of purple and a tub full of blue, and they somehow, they're clashing in the middle. Basically, that purple's gonna take that blue just because, they're going from one side. But if they surround it, they can, overcome that site. And if they're gonna, how they attacked this last time was how you're supposed to attack it. You got to surround the site. But the way they were attacking last time on Oregon was just not the way you're supposed to do it.
I would say that the attack was somewhat one directional. Still, they had the pressure definitely from garage
Mm-hmm.
and the main wall, but they only had one person construction. A lot of times, in when we've seen in pro league, a lot of teams they will open this wall and they'll only have one, maybe two people on this wall, and then the rest of their push will be focused in garage and construction, as you can really pinch the site when you take control of those two areas.
Agreed.
I think the strength of CG's push there that round was actually that they went for a three-prong push instead of two. The type of push that Digi is talking about is usually those two-prong pushes where you have one or two people out breach and then you have three people pushing through one area.
Mm-hmm.
That was more like two people coming this direction, two people coming this direction, and one person coming for a flank. And it's a very interesting take. And this time it worked out very well as the flank got two kills of their own, and it really put a lot of pressure on. They all got squeezed together. Instead of being able to fall back, there was no falling back, or you would fall back into other players.
Kevs is roaming in dirt tunnel.
I think there's
This
someone waiting for him,
is
is there not? Yeah.
there is clots right here.
I'm pretty sure there's
He is
Zofia waiting.
pinched
There's two
in dirt
people.
tunnel.
Gets taken out, but Gills takes out Dark. He did waste time though, somewhat, as now there's two attackers on the bottom floor. They need to work on getting up. That was a lot of damage for one shot on a Tyler. Holy.
I feel bad for Kevs there. Kevs literally got trapped. You got to pick one, and you want to pick the Ash or the Zofia. They both have really good guns. He had a crappy way out there. I would say.
Kevs was thinking there was no way they were gonna find him. He was off in Narnia. Never mind, they pinch him from both sides to take him out.
Insane. But how did Gills just go down?
And
They
Fade
get
actually
Ash
will also
Sons.
get dropped.
There's so much pressure coming now onto this attack. They literally just have him trapped now. Gil's trapped and low, and Zarnik here is just vibing. I believe he's on site.
Yellow is also low, however.
Gil's able to take
Gil
out
actually
one.
gets taken up.
Gil's able to take out another. The Germans are doing work here. Gil's on a triple kill. That was 2v2. I would say
also very healthy with a great gun. He's able to pinch off both these players. Strong position on the top of red here. No
take out
Vector still,
Missy, though.
however.
They're gonna go for the plant. Zoph's gonna cover for the plant, and Gil's gonna go for the freaking frags here. Gonna take out Zoph.
he's able to take out one. He's able to take out both of them. An ace for Gills!
Give him
And
the
Zarnak's gonna
diffuser.
let
Yes,
Gills
sir.
get the diffuser.
Let him have it.
Good stuff, Gills.
Let him have the defuse. Yes, sir. A round deserved and achieved there from Gills with the ace, getting 1, getting 2, getting 3, 4, and 5 with the defuse. So if you want to talk about a round, that's an MVP round there from Gills.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
That was looking really bad for Sin, and I was starting to get worried that maybe their defenses on this map are not as strong as their ones on Oregon, and that they weren't going to do as well on this map. And as we know from Acidic versus CG is a very good defender team, and from last map as well. So Sin really needs to win their defenses if they have any hope of winning this map and winning the series.
No. Not to take away anything from what Gills just did, but that's not the kind of round you want on CCTV where you need a player to ace
Ace clutch.
and allow it to go to a post plant as well. You you can't really allow that, especially when you're on the favored side of Clubhouse. It's CCTV, so it's a really good site for you, and you're nearly losing it. You're relying on Gills to drop everyone.
So it does look like an SSG roam coming out from Team Sin here.
And
We'll see how well they're able to execute this, as somewhat recently, the SSG hold, especially since I would say got weakened after Mozzie lost his shotgun, lost that super shorty. So we'll see if Team Sin is able to execute it good, or if they're gonna fall victim to it.
I mean, I want to talk about, because I actually seen them run this today. I saw them run the SSG, and I was like, hold on. I was like, what are they doing? Why are they playing this like this? I'm like, why are they opening hatches? And I just remembered SSG strat with the Mozzie mute up top. And basically what this strat does, if the way that CG plays, they could really fall into this, because CG loves to flush one way. And the thing about the SSG is that no matter what you do, flushing in one way, giving you a sight, they can drop on you and basically flank you off of those drops. How they open the hatch into Moto. So like you can't just flush sight with this. You have to get control above and below. If you don't, then you have to clear the roamers. If you can't do that, then you're screwed.
The one weakness of this strat, though, is your team coordination, chemistry, and comms have to be crystal clear. Their floods, or the comms cannot be flooded with nonsense. They have to be clear. Your coordination has to be clear. Has to be top notch. You talk about it, Faye taking down low HP, but he takes out complexity there.
That's a player just attempting to rush blue, and that's a big thing with this kind of hold, is that
it's what we see a lot, is blue and dirt rushed.
Yeah, I'd like to say that trying an SSG defense on Clubhouse separates the imitators from the intimidators. You're either going to be a monstrous team and you're doing really good if you're pulling off successful SSG strats, or you get rushed from blue, completely fall apart, and you go, oh, well, that didn't work. Like, there's a super high skill ceiling, so you're either just impersonating SSG, or you really are that talented and are capable of performing these high-level strats.
But Myth going with the plant, though.
And like I said,
Dark Edward's got Kevin Fate taken out. This retake here has to be spot on, and Tyler gets taken out. It's all up to, and Gills gets taken out there. All up to, or not Gills. What was that? Zarnok gets taken out there, so it's all up to Gills here.
Gil's in a great position, but he just doesn't have the time. Even with this very good position on the kitchen hatch, not much you can do here. 10 seconds left, 3 people left to find. It's not going to happen.
So I want to talk about that, because I definitely called that out, that it was going to come, how to counter that. And like I said, you have to get above and below. And how they got that down is what they did is they cleared out Arsenal. You can see that they had control of that Arsenal hatch there, with I believe it might have been the Zoph, I think, up top. And the Vigil didn't push her. No one wanted to push her off that control. She had that control. They were able to come in through dirt and blue and get the plant down in blue to cover it. And I mean, that was perfect.
They were to pinch the Maestro.
Yeah. And
so that's what Killer Comms comes to, because the Maestro needs to be able to call for help, and his team needs to be able to come and retake effectively. And with the Nomad, which they played, which CG played, really eliminates that retake potential, because you walk into an air jab, your head's about to come off. You're going to die.
Yep.
There's really nothing to it.
Yep. I mean 2-1. I mean, it's you like to see it. I mean, CG I think is playing a lot better in their attacks now than they were last map. And I think that's what's right now making this game close, is they're actually playing a really good attack now versus Sin.
Sin, I would say, needs to win the rest of their defenses if they really have a shot at winning this map, because of how good CG is on defense. They really They really just need to win these defenses and like
This looks
Fate
like
on the
almost
Capcan.
Yeah, that's a interesting decision. I feel like CG are like they look like a completely different team this game as opposed to last. They look so much more confident. They look so much more coordinated. They seem to have their strategies down pat. I I can't help but say like, oh, they were saving strats. It's a ridiculous notion that they're saving strats in the middle of a small seasonal tournament, but they don't look like the team they did look like last game or even last map.
Nope.
They look untouchable right now. They're doing so well in their attacks. And I'm scared for Sin once this gets the defense because it's not going to be pretty if CG keep up this level of play.
Kev's immediately taking out a low HP, but he's able to get out the Habana. That's an important pick there. Able to take out the Habana, now it's all up to Myth to get this kitchen hatch open.
But no, they do have the.
Looks like they will be
Maverick
impact
as
tricking
well.
it as well.
Yeah, they have the Maverick there.
They have the Maverick as well. Yeah, that is true.
But they do have. How
But it
many
is
hatches?
very dangerous to Maverick trick a hatch. That, especially the kitchen hatch, that is very dangerous.
Yeah.
You might see Maverick trick this hatch, the bar hatch, or moto hatch, maybe the stock hatch, but it is soft. So
Yeah. I will
Was
say.
Kev
do not
playing
wanna-
in Freezer?
Go ahead.
Was
he's
Kev playing in
on
Freezer?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Kev's is playing in Freezer, and got a pick onto Habana.
you can't
Kev's
take anything
actually-
for granted. You have to drone those things out.
Well, I want to talk about the nitro. There was only one nitro, and now it is wasted there by Kevs. So if they wanted to get that hatch, they could, but they have to worry about the impact tricking. So Maverick could get that hatch now. It is in play.
Zarnok does have impacts on the Valkyrie, and he's playing close to the hatch, so he will be able to impact trick that hatch.
Fate's
Fate
not
also
far
has
behind.
impacts as well.
This man Fate loves to.
This player in Dirt, though, is looking to make a push. I believe that's actually Klotz. Very close in Dirt, yes. He can have a lot of pressure on the site here, but without his team pinching from another direction, it's going to be all for nothing. Kev's also super low, and I believe he's still actually persisting on the roam.
I do think they know he's in here, though. They do keep shooting the wall.
They also do seem to know he's at 1 HP. They're just looking to put one bullet in him and put him away. But with 40 seconds left, they can't ignore him any longer. They have to push site or be very thorough.
I have never seen a PS4 player hold an angle this long.
I mean, I think Klotz soon enough is going to swing this angle and get a easy pick. I'm pretty sure.
Flexi able to take out Fate. Klotz is in, he's able to take out Zarnok. And Myth able to take out Tyler, and Yellow able to take out Gills. It's all Nikes here is on 1 HP. He's not going to be able to do much on 1 HP, and he doesn't have a C4.
Oh, but
He's able to take out
Looking to deny
one!
plant. He can't get it. He can't deny the plant, but he will be in the 1v3 now. He does have up top control. He's
He
looking
will
for a
have to
pick.
ace clutch this.
Can he get the 1 HP ace clutch?
He's able to get one!
And another. Oh no. 1v2. Say it ain't so. Yellow getting taken low, spraying through the wall.
He's getting pings. He's getting live pings.
20 seconds left.
But no,
He swings in
Klotz
and he
will
just
set him
barely
off.
misses the shot. There it is. They'll put that round away after Kevs really makes a Herculean effort of just trying to steal that round away as well.
I mean,
That
I
was-
felt bad for for Kev there. I mean, 1 HP in a dream slams the Ash. I mean, that was an amazing gunfight, but that Sophia of Klotz has been insane this game. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
He's 4-1. This
Pushing
game.
in through dirt like that, even though they know where you are and winning your gunfight, that's very difficult.
Team Sin, they are not getting frags. Zarnok has yet to find his first one, and Fate and Tyler are only on one apiece. Gills hasn't really done much in terms of kill-wise since his ace. He's only got one kill since his ace, which was 2 rounds ago. So I really think a lot of this is coming down to Sin not winning their gunfights. Sin right now is losing their gunfights.
And I will say
That's not even just losing their gunfights. Sens has planted the bomb, or not Sens, CG has planted the bomb every round, without fail.
I mean,
Win or lose, which they only lost one so far, they are getting that bomb down and holding that post plant.
last time I saw these guys, last time I saw Sin play this map earlier today, um, I'm pretty sure that the top frags here were Kev's, Fate, and Zamek, and then now they don't have that. And now, where's the fragger right now? The fragger is Gills, and I think Gills is playing the support. So, I mean, your support cannot be your top frag right now. I'm pretty sure.
Kevs and Gills are definitely trying to keep their team in contention, but Fate taking down to 75 HP. And actually taking down to even lower HP. It's a late reinforcements almost costing him his life. But it does actually waste one of Klotz's Zofia charges, so he'll only have one. And Fate now down to about 30 HP, and Kev's taking down to almost 50, right around 60, 50 to 60 HP. Yellow taking down to 25. I think that was a D4. I think from Gills. I think it was Gills' C4, so he is now missing his C4.
Kez will get droned out here, and that's very important. He's on this deep roam, and he can actually rotate below and maybe come for a play through blue. Though I don't think he's going to try that. With a minute 50 left, so a lot of time left for CG here. Lots of damage trading back and forth between the teams. Now it's just an idea of where the execute's going to come from. Kez is going to push himself deeper down into the basement even. Just hoping to not get droned out and flushed out. He's hoping to make a late game play.
There is no Nomad. Is there any C4s? Or, I mean, Claymores. There is one on Klotz, so we'll see what happens with that, if he's able to come out with a flank or maybe even a run out.
Oh,
Complexity
no.
will take out Zarnok, though. Kez might be able to get the refrag, though.
I mean, all you have to do is swing. I mean, just swing it, Kev. Swing it. Oh. And that gets us
He's in position now.
Yep.
As Fate gets taken out by
Practically a
Dark.
2v4 on site, as Kez is going to have to rotate away, and Gil's so low health that Tyler's going to have to put in the work here. Kez is actually rotated into Oil Pit. He'll actually be able to take down the Ash from below, and then he'll actually be able to take down another. Will he? No, actually. Sophia's going to be the one to win that gunfight.
Just a low amount of bullets in the commando not working out, and Gills is down, but he's getting picked up by Tyler.
And I mean, that
3v2,
boy,
but this is winnable. Lots of damage on CG's side. Tyler
Tyler does have
the
C4.
Now he's all alone though. He's gonna have to have a great C4 here. He swings out and he won't be able to hit the player in the rotate.
I mean, Klotz on the Zofia, I mean, he is playing one heck of a Zofia today. I mean, Jesus. That has been the death of them on this map today, has been Klotz in the Zofia. But on Oregon, the reason why he's a little better today on this map than he was earlier on Oregon, I think he's now getting those impact frags over the impactless frags we were talking about at the beginning of the game.
Mm-hmm. I think it's not really Klotz doing much better. I really think it's the rest of CG picking it up. Mm-hmm. Because on Oregon, Klotz was doing a lot. Like, there was a lot of times where he was in clutches where he almost brought it back. But because the rest of his team was dying early, it was really all up to Klotz to really clutch, and he just couldn't by himself. Yeah. But now on Clubhouse, the rest of CG is stepping it up and getting their frags. As we can see from the scoreboard, these kills are very similar, with Klotz just edging it out by one frag.
I mean, you could say right now that CG is looking like Team Sin on the first half. I mean, they're coming out for blood after what happened on Oregon. So, I mean, but I
will be right back. 2 seconds.
You're good. But I think what CG is doing, I mean, CG I think has finally found their groove. I mean, they're playing to themselves, doing what they want. I mean, because they got, 5-1 in the first half of Oregon, then end up bringing it back 6-6 to go to OT. And then after they lose 8-6, but I think they found their groove, what they want to do, how to play to Sin. And I think now and them having more rounds on attack now to understand what they're doing, and I think that's what's happening here for Team Sin. But I think Team Sin, if they take this round, they still have a chance here because their attack is a lot more fluid, I think, here than CG, even though CG is playing really good on attack.
Yeah, CG's attacks have looked absolutely ridiculous. And Team Sin, on the other hand, I don't like their chances. Even if they do win this round, I mean, you're staring down a 4-2 on the least favored side, and your attacks are good, but are they that good? I mean, you won one attack on Oregon. Clubhouse is a much easier map to attack, but not by much. Or, well, it is by much, but Oregon's also just an impenetrable fortress. It's Fort Knox,
Yeah.
for the sake of it.
Speaking of fortress,
The thing that
fortress
I'm back. The thing that makes Clubhouse a little bit easier to attack is the outside walls, like Jacuzzi and CC wall. Those make it just that a little bit easier to attack because you don't have to worry about going into the building to open the wall.
True.
And I think this is a most common strat that you do see on this map. I mean, the castle, the bandit. I mean, this is kind of the most common strat you see. So I think CG might have the easy time attacking it. Nothing against the strats of Sin, but we've all seen this at some point in time in ranked or stuff like that. So it's a pretty common strat. So everyone
They're just missing
the mirror brought out here.
Yeah.
She did escape the ban phase.
She did go
Very
through the ban phase.
Is Fate peeking through the drone hole?
Yes.
Under a castle barricade. Wow. I believe I've
drone.
seen this once in Pro League, but that is a hard shot to hit. I'd be very surprised if he's able to get anything from it.
He'd be very lucky.
I mean, he's going PL, is he not? I mean, with that shot.
If you hit that shot, you're not going PL. Zarnak able to take out Dark, though. Kev's on the flank here. Might be able to get a pick on it. Kev's has been hitting his shots for the most part today. Cloud's able to take out Tyler, though. That's the bandit one. Missed the plank going down.
And all the players on the other side of the map, there's no,
But
the Echo's
Cloud's
not gonna
down.
hop on those drones. They don't seem to know. The plane will go down. Ace will evacuate Gem, and now they could play for the post plant here. Is the castle barricade still up? Because that's gonna be huge. Gills will actually get
Yes,
taken out
okay.
from Jacuzzi, and another kill going in favor of CG as they take down. I believe that's Tyler.
Fade able to take out Mytho. He should stay outside his Zarnak fights complexity.
Yellow now is alone in the 1v2 post plant. He only has to hold out for a little bit longer. Fade's gonna go for the defuse. Zarnak looking the wrong way, and that's gonna be it there. Yellow will get the kill on the Fate, and there's not enough time. Zarnik just pad the KD,
What a flick.
and he can't even do that.
Oh my goodness, what a flick by Yellow. I don't think he knew it was coming, but that was one heck of a flick with the laser right there. Yes, sir. He was waiting for it, but
That was rough for Sin.
yeah, Sin has to win that 2v1. You have to expect him to be outside of Breach. I think Breach has a 10 times better angle because you could probably sit on that rappel on the bars and hold the angle a lot better than you can on that window. So I don't know what they were thinking there for Sin.
And now, Sin, they have to be almost flawless on their attacks on Clubhouse against a very good defending team. This is going to be one Herculean task from Sin to bring this to OT and possibly take this map.
Oh, sorry.
They are going
5-6 in terms of plants. 6 rounds, 5 plants in terms of CG's attacks.
Is that your little stat cheat sheet?
Yeah, I'm keeping a little bit. Only 2 opening kills for Sins, 4 opening kills for CG as far as my notes go. Those could be wrong. I've been trying to pay attention to both my notes and the game.
No, you're good.
For
Sometimes it gets a
Sin,
little bit awkward.
Fate and Zarnak really need to come alive in terms of frags. And Tyler needs to stop dying so much, because Tyler, he's not getting kills, he's also not. He's dying every round.
Yeah.
You really need Zarnak. Zarnak and Fate are the 2 players that really need to step up here, especially Zarnak on the Ashe.
I mean,
Zarnak really needs to step it up.
for Tyler, if you die, at least die knowing you did something. That's how I think of it. Like, if you're a hard breacher, if you get the wall and
If
you
you're a
die getting the
support, yeah.
wall, I mean, just know you died getting the dang wall. But if you die not getting the wall, I mean, it's rough.
As hard breach. If you die after you did your job, I mean you've done your job.
Yeah. But if you didn't do it, you didn't do your job. You didn't get your wall. Didn't get the hatch.
They will
you
be
didn't open
spotted though.
that
They do
site.
know he's here. But Gills knows he went upstairs. There's two people roaming upstairs now. He saw the foot of Jaeger. I don't think he knows that the vigil's up here though.
I think they're trying to play SSG without Mute Mozzie. They're playing with is that a vigil? Is that a vigil?
And a Jaeger. I was watching them play or I was actually casting it. This was this very similar strat to what they were running against Acidic. Actually, the exact same. The vigil and Jaeger just swap sides.
The Jaeger's gonna play.
It's a very slow take from. Fake gets downed by Dark.
And Dark playing in just a rat corner there and just lurking and working. They seem to know he's still in construction. He hasn't rotated out. But it's going to take some help for Kevs to be able to flush this player out.
Oh, the bait of the nade, but it will not work. As Dark will get another pick. Dark playing pretty good with this Jaeger. I mean, Jesus. 2 picks there.
Dark's trying to get the spread.
I mean, roam clear ended up being roamer clearing the roam clear. So, I mean, 3v5 swing. I mean, it's like what's that saying? Would you rather do the killing or be killed, or be the hunter,
Kill or be killed?
Yeah, or be the hunter, be hunted. I mean, he was definitely being hunted, and he ended up being the hunter in that case. I mean,
Be the predator or be the prey.
yes, from Dark.
There's so many scenes similar to that.
And they're going to completely ignore this roamer.
Tyler was able to take
out
out Klotz though. But he is lagging still. He's at 162 ping as we see here, so that can't be helping Tyler in the kill department at all. Good thing he's a support player.
Agreed. Yeah, being a support player and having a high ping, no one cares. Being a fragger with high ping and not playing very well, that makes a big difference.
Kills with count, even the man count.
Kill's just absolutely just pushing in blindly.
Tyler gets taken
getting
out.
the kill there.
Zarnak able to find a kill on the Valkyrie here.
They'll push through the dirt.
The flank goes down.
And
They have site control.
Dark is down. It's all up to complexity now.
I mean,
Complexity play everything about. He's gonna miss his shots.
Complexity could win this. He did play really good last time on his last clutch. I mean, he could do it. But he doesn't know the person below the table trying to go for the frag, and the two just slam him.
We'll take him out. So, fairly good recovery from Sin there. They were able to recover from losing the 2 opening gunfights and able to win the round. It'd be interesting to see if this is an attacker-sided clubhouse. The based off the operator bans, it does actually show that it is an attacker-sided clubhouse because of the Malusi and the Kaid ban.
The Jekyll is a very weak ban comparatively to some of the other bans you could hit.
Such as Maverick, Ace, Habana. Yeah.
Any of the hard breaches, or really the Nomad. The Nomad also putting in a lot of work, just being able to cut off those flanks.
No, Fate really not able to cut off the flanks because he was the first one dead, as he played entry there. But Gills, Zarnak, and who's the last one? Tyler, able to bring that round back, and Gills almost on 10 kills on the support. Which you don't usually see support players top fragging, which usually when your support players are top fragging, that's not a good thing. You don't want that to be the case. You don't want your hard breacher top fragging. That's not something you see every day. Usually it would be the Ash or in Sin's case the Sledge. We really need to see Kevs, Zarnak, and Fate step it up here. Can't really fault Tyler too much, I guess, for not picking up the kills. He is doing his job for the most part on the Maverick, and he's doing decently considering he's at high ping and, dealing with the lag.
His McDonald's Wi-Fi is holding out, but
Just barely, just. Like Dark and Vigil doing this, or Dark and Complexity doing the same roam that they did last time. So see if it's able to be just as effective, or if they're going to get shut out.
I highly doubt they're gonna fall for the same trick twice, but fool me once, shame on you.
Though last round, Sin was able to completely ignore the roamers and just get into sight and get control of
might be doing
Church.
something similar here, as they completely forego the room clear. Complexity
Just maybe Tyler
and
is on
Dark,
Jacuzzi wall though.
Dark and Complexity need to figure out how they want to impact the round when they're not actively
Getting pushed.
being chased down. Whether it be holding hatches from above, or whether it be just simply giving callouts and harassing players below. They need
And
to
with
figure
this
out
Nomad,
something.
yeah, and with this Nomad, Sin are fully able to do this because they can use the Nomad to get control of first floor and cut off the flanks so that the Jaeger and Vigil cannot flank. So they're completely cut off from sight.
Where we at?
At least Fate shot the cam there as those a Mozzie cam.
So I'm not going to be able to take out Clots. And Kev's able to take out Complexity. Dark able to get a
Zarnak
refrag
actually-
onto Kev's though. Gil's able to take out Myth. 2v5 on the
2v4.
Jaeger of Dark. Or 2v4, sorry. Correction, 2v4.
Yellow to hold sight. You no better operator to hold sight than Smoke.
Zarnak got a flank though onto the Jaeger of Dark. The plant going down.
Dark might actually be aware of this. In fact, it seems like he was, but he'll miss the shots.
Calls are gonna go out.
Plant will go down.
Calls are definitely going out. Oh, what is that?
Zarnak missing
What
his
is that?
shots! Zarnak!
Oh.
What?
Oh,
Zarnak.
what a potato fest.
Yeah, we're definitely clipping that one there for the
Yeah.
the highlights.
So another good attack from Sin. They were just completely able to ignore the Jaeger and Vigil. The Jaeger for the most part. They were able to cut off their rotation back to sight again for the most part. Besides Jaeger, able to sneak through blue. That was a fairly good and okay. Tachanka, they got up to Tachanka. I was making sure, but that was a very good attack from Sin. They were able to pretty much ignore the roamers, not waste time or manpower trying to clear out those roamers, and they were just able to execute on a site and get the plant down. Like CG will go to CCTV cache instead of going basement for a third straight time in a row, which is probably smart from them. So the sledge will see a little less impact as you cannot use Sledge's gadget vertically. That would be overpowered if he could do that.
Just yeet his hammer with the power of Thor. Imagine. CCTV now is going to be a much different defense from CG. Their real weakness is that their roamers aren't having much impact in the mid-round, especially when they're ignored. Hopefully, with CCTV being a completely different site, they can kind of clamp down on that. In fact, I could see CG going bedroom simply because they don't seem to know how to put it together in basement. Sorry about the hiccups.
Okay, so I actually just got news from Sin that they will need a sub for map 3 because Rect has to leave. And that will actually be me, so I will have to, I am the coach for Sin and emergency sub and they need me to play. So I will have to leave the spectator after this map. We'll have to restart the lobby and someone else will have to host, whether it's Carry or Q. So, as I will be playing in map 3 on Villa if we go there.
Still a chance for Sen to close it out here. Their attacks are looking better and better. Still a
But
chance.
Zarnak is AFK though.
Oh no.
It's not something you want to see. Gil's able to take out Myth though. Where is Zarnak? I can't find him.
Who's in?
I know he's AFK.
spawn
I just
destruction.
he's right
To the
there.
right.
Yeah, so
Oh.
he's AFK for now. We'll see if he comes back or if they will have to do this 4v5.
Now it's a
And
4v4.
Tyler
Very
would
quickly,
punish
now
him
a
after
3v4. Assuming Zarnak doesn't come back.
This pretty much is just a glorified 3v4.
There's this Valkyrie in the bottom of garage, and that's a very dangerous position. You can really easily get pinched there.
Someone on my team did clip the potato from Zarnak last round.
Beautiful. Put it in the highlight reel.
I kind of expected that to happen. I will have to leave this match because I have to sub for Sin.
Okay.
After this match. Yeah.
Can you host? Terry?
I can host.
Okay.
Terry can host. He's South Central.
Yeah, I don't know what I am with the new servers, but I also, yeah, I can try to host.
I'm West, so you host. Trust me.
Oh dear.
Yeah, you'll have to host just by default. You cannot have a West host.
Yeah, you don't have a choice. I hosted the last Sin game.
Oh, Kazzy would have got dark with a grenade. It would have got garage control with only 25 seconds left, though. They need to execute on site here. Gills is just waiting, and Klotzy would have got Gills, though.
Are available, though.
Is Zarnak back? Nope, Zarnak is not back.
Never mind.
So,
Plant's going down.
Plant going
Fate will
down.
get a little bit of damage.
Fate able to take out Yellow,
Might be able to
though.
stick it
All
here.
the Klots. Klotz gets taken out by
Flailing about, but he
Kez.
can't do it.
These attacks are looking very good from both sides. This is an attacker-sided clubhouse, I guess. As now the lead for CG has basically disappeared. It's gone as Sin has won the last 3 attack rounds.
There's been exactly 1 round without a plant.
This
in
entire
9
day.
rounds.
That is a crazy stat.
Bodies aren't the only thing that's dropping, boys.
And Zarnak is AFK. I think. Yeah, Zarnak had to leave, so Zarnak will not be finishing the rest of this game. Yeah, Zarnak will be AFK for the rest of this game, I do believe.
It's a bit unfortunate. Is there a possibility to call for a rehost in mid-match sub, or is that against the rules?
That is not allowed. Unless we get other information from Artemis or something, but normally that is against the rules.
First round out started. Did not make it easy.
Yeah, so CG did make subs. Complexity came in for someone. I don't remember who, but Complexity did come in for someone. I'm just blanking on who it was. At least I think he did.
So for
I
sure,
thought it was Klotz who came in, because I could have sworn it was an entire CG lineup.
for sure, you guys can know
tag.
while we're debating this. How the reason we're talking about this is because one of the players is AFK, can't play, so basically it's a 4v5. The downside of that is once the game's already started, first round is played, they have to basically continue. They cannot stop, or they take a map loss as well. So they could end the game, and the game will end 7-4. Basically, they forfeit the rest of the round, first rest of the match, they lose the game. And they can go to map 3 and get going, but that's up to the other team, I'm pretty sure. So you can't.
Zarnak had. Yep, sorry for interrupting. I apologize for that. Zarnak had been picking it up on attacks as well. Definitely, and helping with one of the clutches, one of the 3v5 clutches. So the Missing of Zarnok is not very good for Sin, but we'll see how they adapt. And I would say if Sins keep winning rounds and take it to OT or even win 7-5, that would be a huge win for what's their name? I'm blanking for Sin, because they just won a 4v5.
Very
I would say them.
interesting Maverick call from Tyler there. Usually what I see on that wall is the crouch hole, just a simple circle at crouch level. That way you can crouch walk into there. And sometimes the enemy team, the defenders, won't even hear that, and you can crouch walk in and maybe get a free pick or just take easy dirt control. Not to be this time, as there's going to be a very strange opening for Tyler there. Now we're going to go upstairs and all the hatches are getting opened up.
Though Gills will not be able to open up any other hatches, and without a Havana, you're not gonna be able to open up any other hatch. And Maverick tricking, and he's only got 2 canisters left, and Maverick tricking that hatch is way too dangerous. He's putting his life way at risk for a 4v5.
To be fair, now with how the rework is going, I believe Tyler with the Maverick Torch can help Ace open a hatch, which would make it a lot better.
Gills able to get 1 on a yellow. Even the man count here. Gills is really going off here with 12 picks. But he does get taken out, and that's the diffuser gone.
30 seconds left, too. The Team Sin's gonna need to regroup here. They don't have much time, but they will get another pick. And another Fate with a double. He'll finally get finished off with 3v2 now, or 2v2 rather.
Oh no. It's a 1v2.
Unfortunate, the barricade trapping him in there. And now it's all up to Tyler. With his lag, I don't think he's gonna be able to do it. Nope, there it is. He'll live, but it's not gonna be a pretty round. CG moved themselves to match point here. This 4v5 is really bringing Team Sin down.
Yeah, I definitely, totally agree. I mean, if you were playing this match right
still
now,
AFK.
if you're playing this match right now, you're down. Basically, your top frag. How would that make you feel? I mean, not having your top frag kind of messes it up, and I mean, nothing you can really do about it. That's just poor timing there on Zarnok, as it is almost 12 o'clock on the East Coast. So I wonder what he's doing at 11:58 or 11:20 East Coast time. So if he's on East Coast, if anything.
It's funny what operators Zarnok is getting random chosen as. So a fuse, and now it's like, well, why didn't you bring a fuse for basement? Well, the answer is they're not bringing a fuse. Zarnok's AFK.
Mm-hmm.
And I think something to note is that, unfortunately, while on defense there's a 10 reinforcement pull, there's not a 10 drone pull on attack. And
That would be
that's
overpowered.
something for a completely different time.
Yeah,
But
not get
missing those 2 drones can be huge. Even if it's on an attacker like or an entry frag like Sonic, those drones can still come in huge if you set them as flank drones or if you use them early in the round to gather intel.
Usually what you'll see is the actual drone out the bomb site, and then she'll probably lose her drone, and then she'll maybe drone herself in, and then that's it. You won't see her drones for the rest of the round.
I do see a lot of Ashes throw, like once they're done entering, like once they clear out the room, they throw their drone as a flank watch and just let it leave it there for late round.
Yeah, you'll see that a lot as well. Yeah, usually you'll see the Ash or any other fragger, kind of wasting their drone at the beginning.
I mean, if Maverick can get this wall, I'm pretty sure you can also can't you not upside down repair?
There's gonna be a bandit trick here, but I don't know how much it's actually gonna do. Is Maverick's gonna come down and get ready to open up this wall. Here it is. Maybe being able to get the pick on the bandit. No, not even a lick of damage. Smith's gonna be able to rotate away in time.
And the wall is free. Why do you throw all of them in the same area? I'm so confused. Could have spread out the wall a little bit. You would think that, right?
There's the same player in this bottom garage area. It's a very dangerous play, but actually there'll be a kill
They're
coming
playing
out
off.
from Mozzie.
I think the reason why they're all down there is because they're playing off C4s. And Dark takes out Kev's, gets the refrag on a Dark though. There's still 2 C4s playing below. I don't know where the Bandit is currently at. He's on top red, but there's 2 C4s from below. And what looks like Valkyrie might be going around. I'm not sure though. I think he was chasing a drone though, so they will be playing below C4s. So 2v4 now for Sin.
This is a glorified 2v4, yeah. Gills looking
We'll
for
see.
an entry.
Is he just gonna miss the head? There's Gills. And I think now it's just waiting.
Fate's actually made his way all the way into garage and into the rotate. He just narrowly misses the bandit. And now Nitrous is probably gonna try to come out. So it's probably gonna be a player coming from below in garage. Though it is a nomad, so she probably has an air jab up watching it. Gills does have a bomb.
I mean,
Could maybe attempt a plant here.
for these guys, every single piece of HP matters, literally. Every sliver of HP. If they're off by, 3 HP, that could be one gunfight they could have won. But it doesn't matter for Gills, as he will get headshotted there by Complexity, leaving him pushing up as a nomad onto the smoke. We'll get the kill, but we'll get refragged out. Last but not least, it's just going to be a game win here for CG, as they did take map 1 and are taking map 2. Wait, no. I'm sorry.
Team Sin won map 1, CG are gonna win map 2 here.
Sorry.
Should I label that as enemy kills or a time round?
That is a time
Up to you.
I know technically, but Zarnak was AFK and they killed everyone, so I was just kind of clarifying that. Make sure that was clear.
Just make it a time.
Alright, well, I will have to head out and go sub for Team Sin for map 3.
So if you guys are here for stream, we'll hit you guys with a quick little show maps played. These maps should be done now. Map 1, they're going to Team Sin 8-6, and then now map 2 going to the CG United. And they're going to win that 7-4. So we're going to a map 3 on Villa. Our caster will be going to go sub, so he will be going away real quick. We will switch out casters real quick and run a quick little duo. But until then, we'll catch you guys in about 5 minutes or so. See you then.
When the lights go down, I've seen hell in you, but you don't care, no, you don't care, no. You just rather watch me fall from a golden mile. I can see you at the.
Guys, Bessa is going to go for the plant here, not thinking she knows that the plant is going down. Brayden here going to just hold the angles and hold the cross. He's going to go around. It's going to be... Going to see the... What? Going to get the kill instead onto the butt. Butt going to potato, and now it's in a 1v1. Now it's going to hold the angle. It's going to be the G8. G8 warrior going to miss. And now Maru here, just playing for time here. As Warrior going to just keep trying to push him, but does have a sliver of health left. Going for the wide swing. Going to get the kill. And there it is. I'm missing it. Oh, but she's going to take out Feralis. And it's going to take out the bandit. No way. All guys are going to be down. So the enemy Dart going to get a kill onto Wardy just like that. And now Jaeger here going to hold the steps as of you is already in. Going to see a Wild Mirror. Going to get the kill. Oh, going to get killed. So now everyone is dead here as they are just pushing on in. As going to hold on R2 is Yui and going to get the kill on the best of. So that is a flawless round.
I'm going in.
Right now, are going to be stuck as Little Juro and We're gonna take the top floor, but Brady gonna get a nice little shot there with the visual onto Pharrell. So not from the visual, actually gonna be. Oh, what a saucy C4 there from the Warden. I meant to say, getting that kill with F11, now getting another one, but gonna get killed there by Yui. And yeah, 3-3. And now Best are gonna kill onto Roy, now leaving us in a 1v1. You're gonna go for the plant. Besta here trying to find out where this person is, as Yui is gonna go for the plant. And there is Yui. Here, gonna go for the shots. You can.
Falls into place the minute you leave and give me space. I wanna know how it feels to live and let go without being put in my place. I'ma just dive right into the wild side, and I'ma ride the wave until I die. Until I die. My skin is cold, as is my heart. I'm falling apart with a smile. My bridges are burning, I'm holding the match. I'm ready to fall, will you catch? Dive right into the wild side.
Creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. Yeah. hearts and forbidden bliss can't stay still. Don't stop that thrill. My bones crave your skin. Temptation within. Mistakes ignite the silence. Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. Connect the dots straight to the start of intoxicating want. Lingering touch, these soft words whispered in the dark. Set my heart on fire.
And welcome back, ladies and
Well,
gentlemen. So we are waiting for the teams come back in here into the server. Sorry, into the lobby basically, because we are going to have a new caster, or not really a new caster. Terry will be taking over for DiGiorno, but it would just be a duo cast now instead of a trio, as he will be playing. So we're going to see how well DiGiorno plays, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, map 3, Terry, will be Villa. So what are we seeing here? I mean, this might be a team's. I don't know. I might go CG here on my bet. I'm gonna say
from
CG.
what yeah. CG also is a safe bet for me. It's from what I heard, Sens isn't the most practiced Villa team. They seem to be learning it, getting it in their map pool, and this one just kind of is an unfortunate casualty of, well, we had to let a map through, and it just happened to have to be Villa. And so I really doubt that we're gonna see too many crazy strategies
Mhm.
from the likes of Sin. But I do expect them to have a few rounds where they completely blow it up and do something crazy that we're not expecting, just to try to get the edge over CG.
Mhm.
Especially since they're defending first, I do expect to see. I would like to see a living room defense to maybe swap it up completely and turn everything on its head. But I'll keep my expectations low for now. Hopefully,
Well,
we just see some
I agree with
silly
you.
holds.
I agree with you. I mean, CG has been playing very well since the end of map 1 to beginning of map 2, and basically the whole map 2, the entirety of it, and then map 3. I mean, we'll have to see. They're attacking first again, and I think they got that attack down packed. I mean, what I saw in Clubhouse, that was an attack that they were doing basically, and I want to see if they can keep that up to map 3, especially map like Villa where it's really defender sided. I mean, that you expect to not win a single attack round on Villa, and I mean they could turn around and ended up putting in their favor. And then with the experience of Team Sin on it.
I think a lot of it's going to come down to bans.
Mm-hmm.
If you see some, depending on what bans we kind of see, that can change things up a lot. If they're attack-sided bans or defense-sided bans,
Mm-hmm.
that's going to change the way that one CG are able to attack, and it's going to change their momentum. If they have a miserable offense because of the bans, I think that Sin probably has more of a chance. So I think Sin's job here is to make CG as miserable as possible on their attacks. Not even just winning, but just either absolutely dominating them or making it so slow going and being so outrageously just Fort Knox again, just like Oregon, just like Clubhouse. They need to bring out Fort Knox, not even let them in the door, and just really make it an unfun time for them.
Yeah, CG has to play their game, and Sin has to play theirs. I mean, you cannot play another team's style because it will mess you up. You got to play to what's you, be true to you, and do what you can do best for these both teams. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this does get a golden ticket again. I believe is it the winter tournament or is it it's winter tournament? I'm pretty sure. So the tournament that will be coming up after this and a little bit towards the season. That will be on December 26, 27, and 28 that it will be taking place. But while we are waiting for the teams to get in here, I'll hit you guys with a quick little 3-minute break or so as we are waiting for teams.
I did just get everyone in.
Oh, and that's a correction. Everyone is actually in. So we're going to join the share play, and we're going to get going in about 20 seconds or so. So let's wait till we get in here. I also want to ask you guys, who do you guys think is going to win? We going CG here? We going Sin? I want to know what you guys are thinking. I mean, it's a dogfight. I mean, there's so much on the line for these two teams. You're good to go. There's so many, things on the line for these two teams. I just want to see, what do you guys think? Will it be, the team that could or the team that couldn't for these twos? So, and I mean, I don't know if we will see these two teams again back here on Ascension. I'm not sure if they are in the league or not, but they are, playing for something at stake here. So just know they're not just playing for fun, but they are playing for the golden ticket into the winter tournament, which the winter tournament winner, or the top 3 basically get money or tickets as well to another tournament and so on and so forth. Basically like a triangle just going down per each one. So other than that, we're waiting for Terry to get us going, and we'll see you guys.
CG had something come up really quickly. They are just waiting for one of their players to come back. They had just something they needed to do real quick. So when I get 4 check marks from each side, I'll be able to get going, but CG's going to be a little bit slow.
Okay, we'll hit you guys with a quick little break until we are back till then.
Choice to make a little mockery, it won't do. Further
So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ascension League, pre-league tournament, basically. So it's just me and Tara for you guys. Gonna give you guys a wonderful show as much as we can. This is it. The golden tickets on the line. So Team Sin, Siege United, at the forefront. So Sin here gonna take out the Thatcher in the beginning here. If you want to go in detail, Terry, how it's gonna affect him.
Not really much to say about the Thatcher there. I mean, his pose is cool. What else is there to really say? He's constantly taken off the board. Very high impact operator. What I'm more curious about is this Monty and Maestro coming off the board. Monty did get a little bit of a change season before with the addition of the hard breach gadget. He now has that, and that can be useful. Monty, it isn't as useful as for summer operators, but it can definitely still be a very crucial tool if you just want to bring one hard breacher, or maybe even no hard breachers if you're feeling crazy. Maestro, really high impact operator, Alda Gober, and Malusi, very strong operator as well. Good roam, can stall time. We saw that to great effect on Oregon, and we're not going to be seeing it this game.
You don't think so?
At least Malusi was also banned in Clubhouse.
But the Moosies has been banned for Team Sin every single time. I mean, I have not seen any other thing other than that Malusi ban for the final. I mean, they also have defended every single map too, so that may have a forefront to that. But I mean, Malusi now being able to be played, she's very annoying, I will say. I mean, nothing, is more annoying than coming on in and you're just chugging on along and you're just moving. It's just, but why? I mean, like, no one likes it. So
sometimes it's lovingly referred to as the Wub Machine, I believe.
Oh, the love machine. Is that what it is? The Wub machine. Oh, you said the Wub. I thought you said love machine. The Wub
No,
machine.
not the love machine. It does not make love.
I mean, it does make love.
In fact, it makes the exact opposite.
It makes some love. But hold on. Let's go area real quick, all the way up, and let's just examine how dark this map is. I mean, this looks like
Oh dear.
Consulate 2.0, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, y'all remember back when the season where they made the map like dark on accident because they messed the lighting? You want to talk about lighting? This is lighting for you, ladies and gentlemen. This right here is setting the mood for a nice candlelight dinner, a $30 steak. I mean, this right here is setting the mood, is it not? But the good thing that casters do love now is that the bright light that used to sit outside that balcony is now dimmed. So
No more blinding the viewers.
yes, sir. Light is now dimmed. But this map is pretty dark. I mean, it's dark.
There has not been a single reinforcement on these walls, and it's a little bit late, but they're going to get it down, hopefully. Might be able to deny as well. No, I think Kev's going to be able to get it just in time.
Whew. This almost got shot there, too.
Yeah,
And I will say,
a little
for
bit
me,
to the left. And
on my screen, it's dark. And for stream, it looks dark. And for stream, trust you, it's not you. It's not your lighting. It's not. It's literally this game. It literally looks so dark. It's depressing. And I'm sad that this map has slipped through as well. But they're going to have to deal with it, as, you know, there's going to be a lot of spooky corners, as you can say, for CG.
oh, I can't wait for the Vigil plays to come out. Yellow's just going to hop on in here. It seems that they're pretty confident that they've cleared out this entire side of the map. Here comes the Nomad air jab. Just cutting off the flank. No more spooky vigils, no more ghosts. But there's still a lot of work to do, as it seems like a very heavy anchor strat. Here you have Kevin 90 and Tyler on red stairs. Just waiting for someone to push up. You'll actually be able to get this drone here. He's playing with the shotgun out. This wall's also unreinforced. It seems that Sin is just allergic to reinforcing, as they refuse to reinforce a good portion of walls.
I mean, Dark gonna shoot
Fate.
from the dark. Gonna get that kill, though.
Yeah, Fate dodging a bullet there, lighting up. Oh. Kills trade back and forth as Klotz will pick up DiGiorno and DiGiorno will pick up Dark. Klotz hopping in the 90. Looking to take care of Gills, but it's going to be a large task here. Fate and Gills alone, but they do have a really good sight for this. And Fate's a great operator, or Smoke's a great operator to have in the clutch.
Mhm.
Fate can really hold down those close range angles, and he's actually in a great position for this too. Just needs to play this right. They don't seem to know where he is actually. They swing right past him.
The bar will tell where his position is.
The
As he
barbed wire
rotates
may give him
across.
away, but and the air jab on the wall. Oh no! And Fate smoke canister misplaced. It needed to be a little bit further. And now he creeps in, gets hit by the air jab, and it's all over. That'll be the first round for CG.
I mean, that is excuse me, that is rough for Jesus, wow. I don't know
For
what that just
Fate
came out
there.
of my mouth. Yeah, that a freaking frog came out of my throat right there. But that was rough for Sin
Yeah.
to watch. I mean, reinforcements on Villa, not doing on Villa that's scary because Villa is really full of like soft walls and they can make very long angles that you do not want to see, and they gotta reinforce some of those walls. Knowing that, yeah, I see why they're gonna go dining and kitchen because there's more walls. That makes a lot of sense. So, it's probably gonna
Spooky,
be easier
scary
for 'em.
vigil time.
Yes, sir. Let's look at the enemies kill, but they are gonna go down the kitchen dining. And I mean, now it's just a waiting game of who's gonna get another first pick, because I think CG got the first pick on that one. Am I wrong? Uh-oh. Did we lag out of stream, ladies and gentlemen? That's not good. I think we may have lagged out, ladies and gentlemen. So give us 1 second. We're going to go to a quick little break as we are going to be lagged out. So just 1 second.
Oh.
Wait, think higher, Marcelo.
Slow down, slow down, slow down.
Can I connect here or no?
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Shh.
Okay, so who went around? Oh, you lagged out of it too?
Take my eyes open to force reality.
How'd you lag out of your own? How'd you lag out of your own host?
Why
What the fuck?
can't
You can join back now.
let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the
I saw you
cradles,
lag. I think my screen
profanities.
froze. I was like,
Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I
Plant.
can't tell
Kev.
if my body
Alone.
belongs to
And it's over. Lovely.
And sorry, we're back after the quick little intermission as our cast review, our caster lagged out, I lagged out, and it was just a mess. But we're back now, and It's 2-0. So there you go. CG up 2-0. So sorry if you guys missed it. We missed it too. I know I wanted to see it. But CG up. I mean, we kind of expected it the way CG has been playing. I mean, we called at the beginning of the game. CG is a safe pick right now the way they've been playing very well. And they did believe they won kitchen dining. That's where we're at before.
Now they're going back to Aviator Games. I'm surprised they're avoiding Trophy. Trophy Statuary is actually one of the strongest sites on the map. In fact, I think it probably has one of the highest win rates. It's only contested really by Aviator Games. I'm curious to why that is. Because by going here now, you forfeit the ability to go Trophy Stat and win Trophy Stat twice. Instead, you're betting on being able to win Aviator Games twice.
Yeah.
And after seeing CG's attack on Aviator Games, I just don't think it's going to happen.
No, I totally agree with you on that one. I mean, it's rough. I mean, there's nothing they can really do about it. Only thing they really, I think they can do to, like, fix it for Sin is they just have to probably reinforce. Because I think what we keep seeing is they keep not reinforcing. The round's about to start and they're just getting main wall. So they might want to start doing that.
I was about to say their allergy season seems to be over, but no, they're waiting until the last second to put up a lot of these reinforcements, and that's very dangerous.
Yeah, Christmas coming early. Christmas coming a little early there for CG with those soft walls. I mean, you can say surprise if you want, or eureka to some of you.
It wasn't wrapped, but it's a gift all the same. Complexity is going to take early control of main stairs, and this is going to be huge.
And
there is a player in 90 to potentially deny this.
I mean, why is no one on Brown?
Here comes the swing as Gills swings out, no damage exchanged at all. Looks like Complexity at the bookshelf, waiting, hoping he can get this pick, but in a heads-up gunfight, Gills isn't a bad choice.
I mean, my question is, why is no one on Brown Step? That's a must when you hold this site, is it not? I mean, you have to hold.
Almost certainly, it's a very interesting decision to not hold it. I see some teams sometimes forego it, but usually they make up for it with downstairs presence or some other form of presence. That's really hard for the attackers to deny. But in this case, I don't really think that. I think the equivalent is 90 in this case, but Gills is going to have a hard time impacting the round as he swings out and misses his shots. He's going to eat a little bit of damage there, but he's still alive and kicking. So Dark actually will get picked up by Fate across the map. Oh wait, no, that wasn't even across the map. That was just him swinging into
the study, I think. Right?
Study area here. Trying to look for the body. There it is in the doorway.
just dead. Sophia just got clapped trying to go through that study doorway.
Laid out. Clocks though, lots of control here. They can maybe go for a plant if he can just swing out. There gets dropped. Oh no, Kate's still up. He's just very lit. Players coming in from all sides. Complexity with a double kill there. Clot's very lit. Complexity now full control of site. Yellow's gonna go for the plant. Gil's gonna get the kill onto Clot to clean him up. He was super low, and now plant goes down. Looking for the kill, and the air jab will save Yellow and Gills at the same time.
Wow.
Tyler, as soon as I try to swap to him, Tyler gets picked off. Gills trying to quick peek it, but no avail. Yellow will finish the round.
I mean, that was an eventful fight there for Yellow. If Yellow would have not had that air jab, I'm pretty sure that round would have went a lot differerly. But, I mean, that air jab saved Yellow and himself. Putting Yellow in a better position, saving the Gills
from the gunfire.
Yeah, but he needed that gunfight, and so happened to be that sometimes luck can be on your side. The way CG's playing, that was luck on their side for sure.
Yeah. 3 attack wins on Villa in a row, and I'm looking at the bans, and Monty, while it's not the most common ban, it is a very strong ban. It can go very hard against certain teams. And Villa is one of Monty's better maps. There's a lot of smoke plants and a lot of areas that just having a Monty push through is so helpful. So seeing the Monty ban here and then seeing the defense reciprocate with, I believe it was a Maestro and a Melusi ban. Maestro's strong, but There's much more impactful operators that I would rather be taking off the board at this point, especially with how commonly uh, Mute's been in play.
Hmm. Yeah, that Mute Mozzie has that meta has came back, ladies and gentlemen. The Mute Mozzie is back. I will tell you that for sure.
Once the shields got taken away,
Is he out of
there was
pest?
only one meta we could revert to.
Was he out of pest? I don't know why he wasn't gonna use his pest to catch the drone. I mean, that's a free drone, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, Intel is Intel. I mean, they
Yeah.
are not running a Valk, so they're running a Mozzie over. So they're running that Mozzie Mute, but they could run. I mean, that Valk Intel, I think, is better than that Mozzie Intel.
Yeah. I think Tyler's goal is to deny as much intel as physically possible. Fate hasn't put down a single mute jammer yet, interestingly enough. But I think Tyler's goal is to deny as much intel as possible, so maybe using all of those Mozzie pests as denial instead of just taking the camera as his goal. I still feel as if he's probably better off just capturing that drone.
Facts.
But and Kaz getting picked off early by Klotz.
Carr said, "Ayo, he did PC leans." Nah, it's all controller.
Tyler trying to hold the top of right stairs, and he'll actually get complexity. Complexity completely just unaware of Tyler's position here in 90.
I mean, I'm having a hard time trying to see people. Thank God for outlines. I'm having just a hard time
Oh yeah.
identifying people.
Fate still has all 4 jammers in pocket.
Hey, you never know. You might want to put them all down together and make some noise. I mean, them mute jammers get very. If you guys have
Gotta
never
cover
done,
your footsteps with the mute jammers.
I mean, have y'all ever done putting 4 mute jammers in the same place? You have no idea how loud that gets, ladies and gentlemen. The mute jammers are so loud. They're in
The aces are gonna come out against the wall. Klotz will get killed though by Fate. Fate on the roam. He may not put any mute jammers down, but he's sure muting the hell out of these people.
I mean, him and Tyler are both
Silences
on the
Klotz
back.
and complexity.
I mean, they're both on the back side, are they not? Just holding it down? I mean, are they waiting for a flank?
Dark also now creeping up Astra's stairs. This could be huge, but the barbed wire is going to get in the way, and the camera. Kez just hops onto it. DiGiorno will get picked off by Myth. Fate now at landing. He's going to try to push into statuary and take some control. Gills will refrag onto Dark, Myth onto Gills, and now Tyler and Fate, the 2 roamers, are going to rotate back to site. They still have control of it. Yellow's pushing in through Astro, trying to take control of Astro. It's completely clear, but he doesn't know it. Myth will pick up Tyler. Now it's all up to Fate. He's going to have to get, what, a 4K here to win the
2K.
round. Smoke grenades go out. He get caught looking the other way. Yellow will finish the round. Round 4 in a row for CG.
I just want to know what the heck Mute and Mozzie were doing on the back side. What was the plan of that? What was their plan back there? Wasting so much time and not putting out a single thing of utility? I mean, that Mute Jammer could have really helped him out to stop the droning from Bath and through Master, and instead he's pocketed them for his death. So instead of putting his mutes down, he got
Rethink it.
I mean,
Fate. There you go. Good Fate.
I mean, New Tachanka, right? I mean, he's viable.
New Tachanka's alright. Also, isn't Tachanka... Is Tachanka still quarantined, or did that end with the new season?
I believe he is. I believe he's still quarantined. In Ascension League, I'm pretty sure. Because most leagues are still keeping him out. But I think Echo is back though.
Yeah, Echo's back because his glitch now no longer existing.
Yeah, the glitch no longer exists, and this man's cams look like a Jaeger ADS on the roof. So it's kind of obvious.
There's a lot of spots where Jaeger could put ADSs on the ceiling if he was allowed to, and I kind of wish they would. I mean, imagine how silly it would be just to see one of the magpies up there.
I mean, it would be so funny.
Chilling.
It would be so funny if you could just take it and just like throw it to the ceiling, it just sticks. Oh my gosh, he would be so much better for Jaegers. Like, you can't get me. I have ADS on the roof. Like, imagine. Like, I feel like you should be able to put stuff on the roof sometimes. Like, I wish they would make animation and see if we could put stuff on the roofs. Like, what if you could put, just like, I'm trying to think. Like
What silly things you could put on the roof? Legion traps on the roof. Let's
what if you
go.
put a maestro up there? Like, imagine you put a maestro on the roof and just looking down
Oh
at you. Like,
no.
imagine the toxicity of that. Like, you just look up, and there's a
Like one
freaking
of those
maestro.
Fallout turrets.
Yeah, like
Just glued to the ceiling.
what are you gonna do about that? I mean, it's just gonna just mug
Fate's
you.
getting continuously droned out here. Oh no, this castle barricade is gonna be the death of him. He's completely stuck.
I mean, he can rip it down.
Complexity and Zofia are trying to flush him out here. Watch. Hey, actually, the impact nade from Zofia, I think it was, or maybe Tyler. No, it was Tyler. Tyler using his impact nade to open up the castle barricade so Fate could rotate away. Fate, one of the best players currently. Force in.
I mean, Fate should be
Not a player you want to lose.
Fate should be very happy, very fortunate that his team actually came to the rescue. I mean,
Very dangerous. They had very good reason to just ignore him and let him die where he was. Gills actually will get the kill here. Very aggressive. So now the ace is going to be opening up the wall. Fate and Tyler are both going to be peeking it. Tyler gets droned out. I don't know if Fate got droned out there. He's going to peek into
What a
the ace. Great shot by
shot.
Tyler. Fate also holding the hold. There are 3 people in Memorial, and actually Fate is going to make the rotate to red stairs. Lights up Yellow. Yellow will hop away though, and then Fate will get hit by the Nomad air jab. No one to follow up. Gills is going to swing onto this player, I believe, of Complexity. Lighting up DiGiorno, Complexity just can't get it. Dark with a double kill to bring it back 3-3. There's still a minute left, and DiGiorno eating a lot of damage, but he just can't get the kill.
oh, what a
And DiGiorno with a great shot onto Complexity.
I mean, that was a game-saving kill right there, was it not? I mean, or sorry, round-saving kill.
Yes, sir.
I mean, the
It could be game-saving kill. I mean, they are staring down 4-0 right now on attack. This is a must-win round if you're Sin.
I mean, yeah, you're defending on Villa.
That being said, Yellow with a great shot, and Dark's just in sight. He could get it here. He transfers over, but he misses his shots. Gil's taking a lot of damage. He's going to need to reload his LMG.
Hey, he may have black ice, but that aim was definitely not epic enough, I could say.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. 15 seconds remaining.
And there it is. Gills will clean up the round. Dark, unfortunate choke there to give Sin their first round of the game.
I mean, Dark, young sir. I mean, he went from possibly winning that round to ended up choking it right before his eyes. I mean, that's sad. That is sad. I mean, oof. That's all I can say.
He couldn't see the victory. It was too dark.
That was, I mean, we could say so many puns about Dark and how dark this map is. I mean, maybe he couldn't see the castle. Maybe he was too dark. I mean, Dark versus Dark. I don't think it's easy to win that gunfight. I mean, that was rough. That was rough.
That was really rough. That being said, there's still a lot of map to go to make up for it. Dark back on the IQ. And this time, what map? Oh, what side are we gonna see now?
I think they might go.
We're gonna see
they might-
Aviator
they
Games
go
once
top.
again.
Yeah, I was like, they can still go top. They have every top side because they won kitchen, so they still have Aviator Games.
They've only won 1 round, so
Yeah, I mean they have every site available.
Gil's really the savior of that round, being able to punish that choke there.
Yep. I mean,
Fate also doing a great job wasting so much time.
and look at that. They are now going to hold Brown. Love that. Yes. I love that, Fate. Thank you very much. Yes, spin around. Because we need to see that, because that is depressing to see that they didn't hold Brown last time, and they got control of Brown literally in, I think, about 20 seconds. The Ash went from downstairs, didn't drone, walked up Brown, and took control of it. I mean,
Actually, there's gonna be no one from CG spawning on the south side near the well.
well, I think
In fact, it looks like it's gonna be an entire east side clear, or what, north side clear rather.
Well, I think they realized that, they're going to hold Brown, so going through Brown stairs is not the play. Going backside, flushing him out might be the better play here.
Well, it's really good drone work for them in the early round then, as some teams wouldn't be able to read into that. Because that was an adaptation. So it's really good of CG to be able to notice the adaptation and adapt to it before the round even starts.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, they do have those
These
castles.
castle barricades are just gonna stall for time. They're not gonna
Yeah.
do anything
Yeah. I mean, the castle is a
in
good
particular.
play to bring. I mean, my previous comp experience, I used to always run a castle on the back side, just so it delays time. So if they do try to go the back side like they are now for CG, it's gonna take more time because you have time for the castle. They can't just run on through. You gotta get rid of the castles, and then that gives you time to rotate.
Kev's in a very dangerous spot here. Tyler will actually get a kill onto Dark. I think that was on the rappel, actually?
I'm not sure. Maybe.
No.
Oh, but that's a stun and a half coming out from from below. I believe that was the.
Tyler's gonna be full flash prone behind his box.
Oh, that's gonna be gross.
He's gonna get reverse rappel peeked here.
Oh,
He's gonna actually, wow! He's gonna win the gunfight against Complexity, and then is he gonna hop out on the player on the 90 rappel?
I mean, I think he realized how
No.
vulnerable he is to not die there, so I think he's gonna play his life as they do have a 5v3. Don't need to risk it. I mean, but DiGiorno getting slammed off the 90. Oh. I don't think
Fate with another kill.
Tyler
Now
gave him
it's a
any
2v4.
calls though. I think Tyler missed his calls out and kind of got DiGiorno killed there. I mean, DiGiorno shouldn't have died by that. There should have been a call saying there's a guy on 90, and I think Tyler didn't call that out. I'm pretty sure. So that's a bad comps there.
I don't understand how Digi didn't know about the air jab, because he got hit by the air jab, and I wonder what he was doing to get hit by it.
I have no idea, but a good shot.
Myth is gonna pick up Kev's. That's a great kill. And now Myth and Yellow are gonna probably rotate and try to group up. So they are. Oh no, and that's the shotgun of Fate playing close on Aviator, and he's gonna smoke himself off. He's gonna be able to get away with a murder there. CG's now, or Yellow's now alone in the 1v3. 20 seconds left. Not impossible, but very unlikely. He's looking around for something. He's just getting points at this point, shooting everything.
I mean, might as well. I mean, this round's kind of a wrap. Could have played for his life as he's going 9-1, but I think he's gonna just go on in and try to salvage what he can with the many bullets as he does. And good night.
Too little, too late.
Oh,
Where is he pre-aiming?
I don't know what he's pre-aiming. I think he's expecting someone to be holding a cross, and they didn't hold a cross. So 4-2. A nice little turn of events here as they think might be finding their groove here. For Team Sin.
CG need to bring it back. They were playing so well, so coordinated, they can't lose it here, especially if they want to close this map out. They're going to want to close it out quickly. Defense is their chance, so they're going to be going dining room kitchen first. Very interesting pick. Not a common primary site. Klotz is going to 6-pick from the Mozzie to the Mozzie. The real 9-head plays here.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by
Man, I mean, this is the final map. I mean, you want to see something here out of Team Sin. I mean, there's so much on the line, and you just don't want to slip away just like that. I mean, you got to put the fight at some point, do you not?
They're putting Digi on Ash when he's 2-6. Not warmed up at all, coming straight from casting into the game.
I mean,
Maybe one terrorist hunt?
I mean, hey, I mean, look, I mean, the only way to beat playing bad is to play aggressive. Am I wrong? I mean, whenever you're playing bad, it's probably because you're being very passive in your play. And I think if you're being very passive in your play, playing aggressive might be your counter basically to fixing all of that. Or maybe they just
Let's see how it plays out.
maybe they've been running too many hard breachers. Maybe because I think he gave the Nomad there to Fate instead. Because Fate does play the better Nomad, I will say.
He could be playing the legendary support Ash, turning his team in. In fact, so he is. He'll be actually getting his drone eaten though.
Ash don't drone.
Wait, Ash has drones? Every plat 2 and below Ash main ever. But our Digi's a little bit better than that. Kill's actually gonna... Oh, Klotz with a great kill on to Digi himself. So the Ash wasn't the play he needed, it seems. Gil's actually be given a strange opportunity to just kind of crouch walk into sight if he so chooses. The barricade, he might be able to do something with it.
I think so, but I think Klotz will
Was
hear
it?
it though.
Maybe.
He crouches. I think Klotz will hear him crouch. As Klotz, I think does hear something. I know he hears something. He keeps checking cams.
He's actually on the cam. He sees that there's players above him, and finally that'll. Is that a bulletproof cam or a drone?
I can't tell.
It can't be a bulletproof cam. Must have been a drone from Klotz.
Ah. Yeah, it probably was a. Yeah, it probably was a drone. I mean, they shot it with ease because I mean you can't shoot bulletproof cams, so you gotta knife it or something, like you do in Malusa.
Sure. Klotz is gonna be challenged this vertical angle here. Tyler looking for something. Gills is pushed up, and it seems like this player in Laundry is completely uncontested. He's looking for something.
I mean, Gills could have saved
Fate
it. Not...
gets an angle on the dark, but he will miss his shots, and another Nitro Cell will go up and finish him off. 3v5, Tyler at half, and this round looks pretty in hand for CG. They just need to not choke it away here.
I mean, what
Oh
can
no,
they do?
I don't. Oh, they do have IQ's breaching charges.
Blow it.
Jaeger will actually hop off the shelf, and he's now
What?
going to be playing crouched. There's a mute jammer on it.
Oh, is that what it is?
They can't detonate it.
Oh.
And Zofia doesn't have any more charges. Gills will get picked up, so that's not an issue anymore. And now Tyler's going to have to punch it down. And another mute jammer. Myth is going to nitro through, and then Klotz. Flawless round. In the most disrespectful fashion possible.
I mean, that was pretty darn depressing. I mean, they can't do it. There's a mute jammer on it. Can't do that. Tries to knock it down. Gets C4. There was like probably 3 C4s that went off that round. I mean, that was kind of depressing.
I believe there was 3 C4 kills, maybe even. Well, there was 3 C4s thrown out, I believe, and I think 2 C4 kills.
I will say that was a pretty embarrassing round from Team Sin. Not like they played it. They just didn't play that very smart. I mean, I don't know what they were trying to get control of. That's what I think was the issue.
Well, they got control of above, and then nothing came of it with the Nitro Cell. The great counterplay from CG there with the Nitro Cells. And then when they were like, alright, let's attack horizontal, they then realized, wait,
there's a mute.
They have mute jammers, and we can't open it now.
Yep. And Zofia had no charge whatsoever. And I'm pretty sure that mute was on the left side door where you cannot shoot it either. So they were just vibing on that.
Again, a pretty sad way to go, if I do say so. CG are in a position for success here. They have a long defense ahead of them and a great score count going into it.
Very true. I mean, 5-2. I mean, I kind of expected maybe like a 7-4, 7-3 on this game for CG. I mean, the way they've been playing to waste time, and that that counterplay is really affecting the play of Sin, and also Sin having the switch from DiGiorno off of who was that switch? I can't remember his name.
I forget.
Kuna? Not Kuna. I don't know. Something. Whatever it was, they had a switch to map 3 from map 1-2. And, I mean, having a late round switch player messes up that team chemistry. And I think it's kind of wrapped it up here for Team Sin. All they can probably do here is salvage their dignity probably and try to take as many rounds as they can. But this is looking pretty slim for them.
Oh no, this Mozzie cam actually... It's going to catch Ash pushing in. I don't think Ash knows of its existence. Oh, he does get it.
Oh.
No, actually, they pinged the camera because they knew it existed. But Jay has another camera that sneaks up and lets them know where Ash is yet again. And Klotz is going to try to drive it to safety.
That is very sad. But they do know that there's more than one guy over there. But I don't think they know that there's 3 attacking from the backside. But the main push should be going from the backside here of this site, but they do have to start getting some downstairs vertical, you could say.
Oh, there it goes, Klotz.
onto Fate. That was gross. They were definitely not
Oh
expecting
no, there's a player in Memorial, and oh, he'll just narrowly escape, as I believe that was Kev's. Yeah, narrowly missing the shots.
The funny thing is, I
On
just
to Klotz, and that's going to be a huge loss. Klotz has gotten 3 drones, I think, in the round. Oh, Tyler, though, will trade it back. Klotz has gotten 3 drones on the round, I believe, and that's huge. And then a Nitro Cell from below. He's still persisting, wasting time.
I mean, I will say
A lot of map control.
I will say that I
go ahead.
definitely call it out that they should get some downstairs vertical as the C4 went off onto him. So I mean that's poor roamer job.
And Klotz just being allowed to persist here, and then another kill. That's Fate taken off the board, or I believe that's actually Digi taken off the board. Kevs and Tyler just trying to flush out Mozzie. He is tucked away so far, and they just don't expect him to be in vault, but he'll choke everything in the pistol fight. But actually no, IQ still has a few rounds left in their LMG, and you don't want to bring a pistol to an LMG fight. There's still a lot of work to go, though. A Nitro Cell coming out, just narrowly missing Tyler. Oh, this doesn't know about this player to his left. He's going to try to push in here. Oh, asleep at the wheel! And Yellow will completely choke his shots. It's all up to Myth now, who's tucked away in the corner. Downs Glizzy. He'll get killed from behind. Tyler, savior of the round, truly.
I mean, the man with the high ping.
Oh,
can you
Yellow.
say? I mean, is his ping still high? I mean, if his ping's still high and he's still gunning, I mean, what a way to play. But it's not. So, Tyler here, probably with the better ping now. Instead of the 165, he's now down to about 70. So now he actually can win those gunfights, and I think he's making a big impact here on this map.
I know Yellow has 11 kills, but he also just tossed that round by missing all of his shots onto the unsuspecting ace.
Yeah, he definitely did. I mean, he panicked missing his shots, decided to bring out the C4, and when you ever bring out the C4 in the middle of a gunfight, it's lights out.
Plexi's got a 6-pick from a Valkyrie to a Capkin. It seems that CG likes to bring a surprise Capkin every once in a while, and Sin likes to bring that surprise Frost.
Mm-hmm.
And just in my opinion, I think Frost's a little better than Capkin.
You said Frost better than Capcan?
Yeah. I mean, Capkin's gun, I think, is probably better.
I mean, Frost in whose hands? I mean, if you put Frost in my hands, if you put Frost in the hands of
Fate over there?
Yeah, Fate.
I believe all we know is Kevs.
Kevs, yeah. You put Frost in the hands of Kevs, I mean, that's a whole different game, I would say. But Capcan, I mean, he is viable. What is that Capcan trap? Alright, we're going back to silver 4 with the Capcan traps. I mean,
they'll never look up here.
Yeah, they'll never look up here for the Capcan traps. I mean, those should be a lot lower, but I mean, maybe he's trying to take off the heads. I mean, I don't know.
If only you could get headshots with Capcan traps.
Oh, imagine if you could. I might think those Capcan traps. I'm pretty sure those are probably intel traps. Probably not actually trying to do damage. I'm pretty sure.
Or maybe it's so stupid they won't suspect it. And you know,
well,
I have to say, if that's the plan, it might work.
I mean, it's head height. They're gonna crouch under, are they not? I mean, I just want to see if Tyler's gonna hit it. I just want to see what will happen. Will he walk into if he walks into the Capcan trap? I will literally have no words anymore for complexity. I mean. Oh.
Looks like that actually gets opened up from above. There's a little bit of a peek hole, but I doubt it's gonna do anything.
See Tyler go for the swing, man. I just want to see it happen. Oh.
Oh.
Let him go, Capcan. There's a Capcan on the doorway. I mean, he can let him go.
Ace actually throwing his charges out already. Here it goes, and yeah, actually, that's gonna be the wall opened up here. It's gonna be a full run hole as it is.
I mean, they're trying to work from below here with that Zoph. They're trying to get people out of their default corners as much as they can. They're trying to think what they can do here.
I think these holes are just a little bit too far away from where they want to clear out to really do what they're hoping to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think any of the Capcan traps have gone off.
I mean, I don't know why the Ash isn't below doing some work as well. Ash is gonna get
Oh, good shot by
slammed.
Yellow. There goes Digi, and Complexity will also tag on the gills. 3v5 now. Klotz will actually eat a little bit of damage from a player in bedroom. Tyler will finally put one on the board as he takes care of Dark. They looking to get a kill and maybe just a little bit of map control, some site control. Myth still has a C4 and oh
That's
no, Myth. Lights Fate up to very low health, but it's not dead. And there's just a potato fest everywhere. It's like your pistols coming out. Kev's running up the
Oh.
stairs, looks the wrong way at the wrong time. Now it's all up to Fate. 1v4, super low health.
I mean, the call's definitely going out, but his fate is kind of set. I mean,
So you say, and this will be the round that sends them the match point. And that's, oh, there it is.
jeez.
Complexity just had an insult to injury there, and to be fair, it's well deserved. Bringing the Kapkan out, absolutely slamming Nomad into the dirt.
And you know, like I said, Fate. What I was trying to say was, what was Fate doing? She's trying to make a rotate. Why would you put yourself in harm's way to make a rotate to try to get out? I mean, you know they're watching you to come around that corner. Like they know the calls.
Oh yeah.
So why would you try to put a breach charge down and get out of there? I mean, at that point you're just stuck. You're better off placing an air jab and getting out of there and just taking your ones.
Yeah.
'Cause, like,
It was a very poor decision. He somehow escaped his fate, but myth. I mean, at this point, CG's not even playing that well. It almost looks like they're falling apart. It looks like they're tired even, just not hitting the shots like they used to be. But if CG look tired and out of it, Sin look completely gone. They just can't put anything together.
I mean, I think maybe it might be Yellow. I mean, Yellow is dropping 13 right now. 13-2. The last time we saw Yellow play that well, I think was map 2, last map. But like, I didn't think I saw him play that good on map 1 like that. I mean, that's.
I don't even think he played this good on map 2. Like, I think he's met his kill total for map 2, maybe?
I mean, Klotz has been carrying with the kills. I'm pretty sure. I think Klotz definitely carried map 1 and 2, and now he's just
Klotz
there.
did really good.
He's just there. Complexity and Yellow have just taken over at this point.
I mean, you could tell how much intel he's gathering. I mean, there's another drone.
Oh, where he put that? That's a perfect echo drone. If you guys ever want.
Oh yeah.
That's where I just put echo drone. It's a nice little spot.
Yeah.
As long as there's no IQ, you're chilling. But most of the time, if you're playing this map, there will be an IQ in play.
Especially when you consider there's 3 nitro cells on the board, and there's 3 operators on Team Sin with breaching charges.
Yep.
As soon as they're gonna go to try to inflict vertical, Klotz drone right here, it's gonna be a done deal.
You know, I was surprised to
Dude.
see a target ban like a Zofia. I was actually surprised to see that coming out, but I mean, I don't know. I was expecting a target ban for one of these teams at some point in time in one of these games, because like,
And it just didn't happen.
yeah, because the Zofia
DiGiorno.
is so these teams.
Digi.
These teams rely so strong on Zofia. It's insane.
Digi is hunting down this drone.
Hey, if anything,
Digi?
if he kills that drone, that's all that matters. A man on a mission.
He's pinging,
get
calling out that drone.
Get
He
the-
almost
get
shoots
the-
his
get
own
the
teammates.
cam. Get the cam. That's all that matters. Get the cam.
They have complete up top control, but I'm pretty sure Klotz's drone is still there. I think both of his drones might still be here. And he gets another one upstairs as well. The floor above him gets open, but
He don't have the C4.
IQ also.
He doesn't have the C4 anymore though. He wasted. I'm pretty sure.
Well, that's a C4 miss there.
But there's still 2 in pot.
Pretty sure.
Yellow and Myth though, which is so pretty dangerous. I mean, with all the holes they're making, those C4s did counter him last time. That C4 is going to miss as well. Going to be wasted.
Uh-huh. Oh no, but Digi's gonna eat a lot more damage. Complexity will also eat some damage, however. And I think the push is starting to turn horizontal. As Gills here is gonna push in. Yellow will get the first kill, however, onto Digi. Super lit already, but he'll finally finish him off to the vertical angle.
And now it's just a game of chess of who's going to get their headshot off first here. Will it be, you know, all the heads here of CG or will it be the final rest in the pocket there for King Sin?
And they're finding themselves in the same spot as last time where they just can't get in. The mute jammed castles. Complexity will get another kill. I think that was another. No, that was actually on the Gills and Laundry. That's a huge kill. That also drops the Fuser. And it's looking worse and worse by the second.
And
Kez tries to go for
got a foot fetish as they
Tyler? Oh, Tyler will get that one onto Complexity.
Another
But that's
swing.
one out of many that he needs, and now it's all up to Fate.
And his fate has
And
been
that'll be
decided.
it.
Yep, that will be it, ladies and gentlemen. 7-3. CG United takes it, and they are your soft tournament pre-league winners, basically. So they will be having that wonderful yellow ticket, as you can see now, overlay 2-1. So we're gonna head to our pre-interview real quick. Talk with DiGiorno. We should decide who you think should get the interview today. I mean, I think Yellow played pretty good all day long. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I think Yellow played good all day long. I mean, I think this game he really hit the peak as well as Klotz played. I think it's decided that Yellow Complexity was playing really good the whole game, and I think Yellow finally finished it up and solidified who's gonna be top, because we didn't decide before. Klotz was gonna be top, and now Yellow seems to be the top player, we think. So see if we can get an interview with someone from CG, because they now have their golden ticket. So let's see if we can get one of them.
I will say that I still think that Klotz did a really good job, even though it wasn't showing up on the scoreboard in kills. He was getting 3 drones consistently every round, and sometimes turning those into very hard to find cans, especially that last round. That can't be underestimated. That's very impactful. Just denying all that intel and being able to turn it against the attackers.
Exactly. So I mean, we could give an interview here to Klotz. I mean, if he is down with it. If not, we'll take anyone else from CG. But for all the CG fans out there who have watched towards the end, your team is victorious in this 4-team tournament here, and they took the BO3 here from Team Sin, who thought they pretty much had in the bag after they won the 7-0 there versus BGS Bravo earlier today. But CG is saying, hello, we're here. We got this. After they took out Acidic in the first round. Are we good to go? We're not good to go. So while we're waiting, I'll meet you guys with a quick little 30-second break as we wait for Terry to get us going in here. Are we good to go yet, or no?
Go where? Sorry?
Are we good for an interview or no?
Yeah, I'm good for the interview. You want me to... Oh,
yeah.
You want me to...
Yeah, I had to set a quick break.
Suck me in smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Filling the lungs inside you, and the blackened eyes make my way into your mind. Just to know what you knew. Restless every time we start locking eyes up. Lost control. It's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Let the darkness take control. Let the darkness take control. Darkness take control. May the darkness take control. Suck me in the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start looking as a lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but in the dead of the night, teardrops on the floor. The pain is over, feel the darkness take control.
I was looking into darkness, something to hold on. Found you when you were so broken, and I felt something was wrong. I think I'm in love, 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 I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you. Ooh, I'm in love with you. I think I'm in love, 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 I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you.
I need to change those Jaeger ADS placements, place more on.
And welcome back to Ascension League finals, and we're gonna have our interviews basically, or our final interviews with our MVP we thought of after the BO3, and also the IGL for CG as well. So we have here with us Klotz and Myth. So Klotz, we think you played an amazing game today. I mean, you on map what map one, map two, did fairly great for your team, holding them up and just doing your job, getting the kills you need, the impact kills. I mean, the map one, we could say was impactless ish. You were getting your top frags, but map two, you really picked it up and helped your team get those key frags. And in map three, you may have not got the frags you wanted, but you got the intel that your team needed. So, I just want to see what was your game plan with those frags. Were you playing for the team, or were you just playing to get like map control?
Um, Mostly playing for the team. Yeah, I kind of just these guys drone me in, and then I just push it.
Okay, so you just going on in. It's like, hey, it's clear. Get the map control. You need it now. You take it and you
Yeah,
get your
once they
work.
say something's clear, then we just go. I trust them, and then we just go, and then 9 out of 10 times they're right, and we get the picks and we push forward.
And then with that, a thing we saw with all your fraggers, after you guys do clear something, you guys also throw a flank drone up as well, just in case. So is that everything your fraggers do? Once you got a place clear, you just throw a flank drone up. So if someone is dead, like your supports or your flags, anyone else dies, they do have that flank drone on your cover.
Honestly, I always forget. It's usually someone else reminding me. It's usually like if there's someone else that's droning and then probably notices that we're just holding an angle or haven't gotten our drones in a while, so they'll say to set one up. So I don't know if dark was or complexity or yellow was in the other maps, but usually when I do it, it's because one of these guys told me to.
Gotcha. Well, I
Yeah,
like it.
I yeah, I have a question about the game earlier today. I forget who exactly you played against, but today or earlier today's clubhouse, y'all had some pretty rough attacks, all things considered. And today, when y'all came to club, or not today, but rather later, this best of three, when you came to clubhouse, y'all were actually absolutely drop dead on y'all's attacks. Y'all took no prisoners. And I just wanted to know, like, what changed exactly, like, with the team. I guess the question for Klutz and Myth, like, what exactly changed in between earlier today and this best of three, where y'all's clubhouses was just so much cleaner, so much better.
Uh, Myth, you can answer that because I didn't play earlier today, so.
So first time I think it was in semis when we played Clubhouse against Acidic.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lack of coordination, to be honest with you. Nobody was in the game itself. It felt like everybody was kind of out of it. We were doing what we needed to do, but we were just not capitalizing on certain scenarios. There was certain scenarios where we were able to take sight, and we were just not capitalizing or communicating properly. It was a lack of information with lack of communication. We kept giving up drones, and that just caused us to have lack of information when it came down to executes. So I made sure that now that we came into this BO3, that we fixed every mistake we had in the first clubhouse attack.
Yeah, we definitely saw the map control of the attacks from map one to map two, definitely different. But for Myth, I want to know what was your game plan on Villa. I mean, 1 second we see them holding Brown, next second we don't, and right when we see them holding it, you flip the entire attack because like we know okay, the first round they didn't hold Brown. You guys got like Brown control with the Ash, and we literally just take a look and Ash is already on Brown control. You guys didn't know it was you guys already droned that, knew there was control and had it, and then when they did hold that Brown, you guys went the entire backside and took control of that. So I want to know what's your game plan and try to pick your brain of how you decide your attacks.
So we're a fairly new team. Normally we have strats. When we're a more chemically motivated team where we have more chemistry where we've been playing for a longer amount of time and I know how everybody on my team plays. We have strats, so if they're holding this, we're going to push this is the way it's going to go. This time we're a fairly newer team because we had to go through some roster changes, and J-Clots has been working a lot, so we haven't really been practicing. So everything I was able to pull out today was based off of my personal viewership of the other team. So for example, they kept asking me where we're going to push, and I wasn't giving them an answer until I was able to see their setup. So I'd wait, drone out. Once I saw what their setup was, I was looking for their weakest point. Once I identified their weakest point, that's where I instructed my push to be, and I instructed my players to push certain areas of the map in order to facilitate our attack.
Yeah, because I felt like every time you guys would attack, you were always catching catching them on the the wrong side that they didn't want you to go. The what if, and you always would get the what if right every time.
Yeah, I try to find, and that this is just in every game. In the drone phase, I focus on figuring out how you're gonna defend. So based on your utility, where your players are gonna be positioned, and what's your idea of what you're gonna hold. So based off of that, based off of your utility, based off what I see, I try to hit what I want to take. You get me? So I identify, okay, this is the weakest point. This is what I can take with what I have in my setup. We could breach this, and then based on my gunners, I trust my gunners to take these gunfights, and then from there, that's when I tell them what the game plan is and how we're gonna execute it.
Well, I like it. I mean, it works out perfectly fine. Your team plays well with it, and congratulations on winning the tourney. You guys do get a golden ticket, I believe, to the winter. So we'll see you guys in a few weeks for the winter, back with our casters, Cubes, DiGiorno, Tari, Escargo, and Bink. So we will be back for your PS4 casting team, but don't forget there also is Xbox here on Ascension Gaming. So other than that, thank you guys for joining us here on Ascension League. I was your caster Cubes with my crew here to join on Tari, and we'll catch you guys later.
Thank you for having us here.
Yeah, boys. Appreciate it.